with the fast cutting and all that. This na Kutubu Kuruma where they present issues coming in analysis from the Salone talk forum where they deal with matters way pertinent to the country. Since this prison outbreak take place, I've refused to make any statement about this. I want to give myself enough time for seriously ponder this kind of material. So today, I they come up with my own position or statement on this thing, and let everybody know how we look at this. Fatmata Sawane in your audio where he make na him don't make whatever investigations governments they can do now. The outcome it will be very difficult for anybody accept them. Say this year the opposition people and they plan them. Here is the main reason. Fatmata Sawane go na a place where he not supposed for day. One, Fatmata Sawane not a part of the intelligence community. He know they work for the police. Neither he know they work for the secret service in the country or the CID. He know they work for them at all. Not. In your job now, the head for the women's wing na SLPP, and that not get nothing for do with this. You not get nothing for do with them. One, he gone at a place where he not supposed for the day, and then you look the timing. I don't always tell people them say APC is never a problem for SLPP. Now I get for be very honest. SLPP is a problem for SLPP because of the way out and they go about doing things them. This way happened so now just an example of which are the talk about. Any reasonable person go ask, what is Fatmata Sawane go do them? Or I more even assume for just the purposes of assumption, say intelligence don't come out say then they plan a prison break. Fatmata Sawane yeri that. The property where is supposed to do now for pass on such information to the authorities them. More assume say he pass them to Lawrence Liman. Waiting Lawrence Liman go do. Lawrence Liman go inform in boss when are the Minister of Internal Affairs. The Minister of Internal Affairs also go bring the IG up to par. It will make the IG know of this. Then they alert the president. Then waiting and go do now. The police big man. After I don't inform the other stakeholders and the Office of Attorney General, I don't inform them. Then they can organize themselves in a way that where then go try for find ways and means where they go actually either prevent this here or get evidence say yes this will happen. Now for compound this problem again, the people that will respond to this year, the presidential protective division, the one where they protect the president, they don't get any business responding to this, not to the young business. And for one thing, the president not been there, except otherwise they say the president been there. That mean not in a position for talk whether the president been there at the prison at that material time, and not in a position for no of that. But me, they take the position, say, President Bio not been there at the prison at that material time, they not been there. So if the president not been there, then they not get right for left the president yonder unsecure, then they go na a prison, go there. So then they go quell Iran. No, not to their own job than they. That we get agency we're responsible for that, not to that. So all of them factors there, and I know made this year very difficult, and it don't raise more questions than answer. We as Salionians, what you need for do now for begin to talk the truth about how things they go. The handling of this year on the part of SLPP, but in particular, Fatmata Sawane, we're not supposed for day in a prison, that not doing your job there. For also, we believe say the country they on lockdown. So Fatmata Sarane had no business being out from his house at that particular time. This na if anybody they we don't spoil this case here, so this investigation, the role where Fatmata Sarane don't play now, no made this become suspect. More even assume say Lawrence Lima be not get intelligence. Say na this na this get for happen. Lawrence Lima himself also waiting me for doing not for just take up on himself in a long day. It be for alert in bosses them. Bring in the Minister of Internal Affairs. He bring in the Inspector General of Police. Then of course must say he even alert the Army Chief of Staff or the Chief of the Defense Staff and order, so that way this will be a coordinated thing. But just a group of them, not more just him with Fatmata Sarane and the media that tell me this is a lot of suspicion, a lot. This that not the easy way we they talk no more say APC not agree SLP pictures for government, but again most of the things that when they happen now SLP now they create the atmosphere for next year. I can go back the one party system we're gonna. My fellow Salonians, again another pleasant day. We don't gradually come end the day again, with the fast cutting and all that today. This na Kutubukuma where they present issues coming in analysis from the Salute Talk Forum where they deal with matters way pertinent to the country. Since this prison outbreak take place, I've refused for making any statement about this. I want to give myself enough time for seriously ponder this kind of material. So today, I they come up with my own position or statement on this thing, and let everybody know how we look at this.
Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. It depends on which part you find yourself in the world. My name is Madam Fatmata Sarane, the City National Women's Leader of SLPP. Normally, everybody know me for one thing, Sierra Leone. I hardly for kind of social media and say anything because as a leader, whatever you say is a policy statement. But there are times you have to take the bull by the horn. So if I get for hurt anybody by waiting, I get for say. Do you are the beg? I want for apologize before I say what I get for say. If I hurt anybody, I'm sorry. If I not hurt you again, that is fine. But if I hurt you, I'm sorry. This is not politics, and I'm a leader, and I don't lead the Sierra Leone. I lead just the SLPP. And as a leader, if I lead just the SLPP, when things happen, I get for defend the SLPP first. Because if they're wrong, I get rights for tell them say they're wrong. But on this one, they were right. I get rights for defend them. First of all, before this thing happened yesterday in Pademba Road, we don't get audio them for the past 2-3 months. APC go train Marshall, then do this, then do that. They send on social media, then threaten we, me, Lima, David Senge, Ben Kalfala. Before we picture them, then send and say then go for kill we. All kind of things, then threaten we. After that, they go attack my house physically. After that, I was also attacked, but me security way be then at the gates, not give them chance for kind out me. But then because me always they stay with SLPP people them. So a lot happened, a lot of water passed under the bridge with the get them threatened and everything. Then until we say then they can't attack them do them. So this just don't tell we say waiting APC they say and waiting and they do not waiting. And all your waiting see be blinding and other women of the APC they talk. SLPP get women, we get guts, we get mind than them women and they but we just want peace for rain. I they beg the APC in the name of God for the sake of Mama Salone, for the sake of Sierra Leone, let peace reign. Una allow we, una get una 11 years, we allow una for rule. Una allow we for rule. If una say una they make Salone governable for we need to make Salone governable for anybody because we are leaders. But we they make Salone for una. A talk bangbana una mot them. Una the leaders na APC because they begin hunt with one leader to another with the face with face to face. And I want to say yesterday na Pademba Road, I'm amazed. And I am happy and excited to say I'm a national women's leader of the SLPP because everybody saw our response. Me reached Pademba Road 3 o'clock in the morning. The CDS arrived around 3 to 4 in the morning. Then before I begin to see other people in the car, then Lima reached there as early as 5:30 going to 6. That was good. Where we all reached there, we all see the response. And later, I see we organizing Secretary Self-Camp around 8 or 9 in the morning, Batilo, which was very good. I want to tell una say we're not afraid una one piece for rain. because we sabi govern Sierra Leone and we mean well for Sierra Leoneans than Danuna. We know they sell the country and we know they come for make money for pockets. Rather, we they come for work for the people of Sierra Leone. If they're not seeing this moment, then go see her with a time. Just like we Pakababi make Nasit and other institutions that way build up. Later, all man begin seeing handwork. And unless you come, not on you why you count on, now then you continue. APC una stop. A word for a wise is quite sufficient. If you try us, we'll try you. President Bio, you are a president for all. We are just leaders in the SLPP. And I want to say to you, you get people who qualify, who more than qualify for make sure say you ministry in their work. Ministers that are not functioning with all due respect, I think so una begin function because they not make them for una for make una go able for function and do the work. If una not able for do the work, please una resign. But I want for tell una say we not go allow for let anybody put your life in jeopardy anymore or risk your life them or make sure say we life them not safe anymore or we will do not sleep. We will not agree. We will match that person bumper for bumper and eye for an eye and a soul for soul. We will not. We will not. I repeat. We will not risk our life them for anybody anymore. Let all man do in job to the best of his ability. Alone make sure say what happened so yesterday not repeat itself. Not to APC gets alone, not to SLPP gets alone, not to NGC gets alone, not to C4C, not to RUFP, not to any other political party, not to ND or anyone. Now Sierra Leoneans get Sierra Leone. And when they decide, people for respect their mandates, they have decided to give President Bio a 5 years where they go for renew for go for 10 years and after President be other people go continue because we work for them. We know say we not servant there, we go serve them well by the grace of God. It will take a time but we surely get there because we don't look for temporary solutions, we dey look for everlasting solutions. So please una stop. Sierra Leone is for all of us. We get the same rights as una get them. Una not allow we. Una don't push we too much. We don't keep quiet for too long. Una not allow we, please, for do or say what you not supposed to do. I thank una all. May God bless you. Like I say, if I hurt anybody, I'm sorry, but this is just the truth. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. It depends on.
Greetings, fellow Sierra Leonean viewers beyond the Sierra Leone community. Welcome to Salone for All and Voice for All Network Television. I am your host, Khadija, Tejan, Nabie. On the community announcement, one extend warm birthday wish to the granddaughter of Mrs. Khadija to Fona, and we also want to wish Mrs. Khadija to Fona 26th anniversary. We wishing her good luck and long life and more prosperity in a marital home. Having said that, I already don't know what's in our title or we topic for today. But before we cancel that, before I make any open statement in that regards, I want first acknowledge we panelists them today. We Sierra Leoneans them obviously where they come and join voice for all man gets their own point of view and we go land to a final destination and in ourself more than welcome for call at any time. In a little bit I will make the numbers then available after you don't get a chance for them in a give chance like maybe at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes into the debate, then INASEF can come in and call. Having said that, make a pause, make a bring in we guest them for today. And I'll start with Mr. P-Man. Welcome, sir. Introduce yourself. Thank you. Oh, check your device. I think it yeah. Good, go ahead. Okay. Now we can hear you.
Welcome, Salone people. This is P-Man for the voice of the people. I welcome everybody living at this panel and also to the group with this today and also respect everybody in the opinion with the group. We are not a lawyer here. We are not a judge. We judge the own opinion. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Welcome once again. Make a call the Kamalo King. Welcome, sir.
Yes, thank you very much for bringing me to your program. I appreciate it very much, and we hope to say we will get a friendly debate. And we all interested in Apollo Salongo before. So the reason we're here, Apollo make sure it's Salongo before Paupa, because that is what we all want for Sierra Leone, irrespective of which political party we belong to. We want Salongo for go before, and I want we all for join say Paupa before go before.
Well,
So, welcome.
well stated and welcome. And as the name implies, Salon for All, Voice for All. So this platform now for we all and we all voice matter. So welcome again. It is an honor to have you. Thank you for accepting the invitation. Um, yes, and then in terms of us having a friendly discussion, obviously I will get for remind we on we rules of engagements, and of course we're all not adults, so now we'll make a fun and healthy one, definitely. So thank you for that nice comment. Having said that, to make a call on Mr. Were, say welcome, sir. Kindly introduce yourself, sir.
Thank you very much, Khadija. And me and Mr. Wari say, like you said, simply, I've been at United States right now. Me at one time, director for Democracy Sierra Leone, ran a civil society organization. One reason lead to the other, I left Sierra Leone, and now I make life with family in America.
Welcome once again, Mr. Weresay. Thank you for accepting the invitation. Welcome. Make a call on Mr. Unique Limbaman. Welcome, sir. Kindly introduce yourself and check your device. It seems like we need to see you. All right. So while we wait for Mr. Unique Limbaman, we get a balance. Oh, okay. Okay, now you. Okay, good. We see you now. Come back in. I think so. You don't. Okay, good. All right. Go ahead, sir. Come on in.
Yes, thank you, Madam Moderator. I will look for this opportunity, especially for the day to one person at this panel. Will you tell me and the topic of the panel, the topic of discussion? I've been so glad you tell me say Kamalo King the Kama. So well, I get on the right time. And just as you say, this now for all we all moved along before. And as we all know, all man know, between the way they born 2007, they all know saying that epic no more able to move along before. As we do so now, everything is at a standstill. So 2023, back to government. APC back to power.
I see. I don't begin hearing the Solomon and the Papa already. It's gonna be one interesting night. Having said that, make a reminder of rules of engagement. You know, at the end of the day, we not say the green, white, and blue suppress anything else. You know, when one person there on the floor, now we cannot respect them, so that we will be able for, you know, get all what they try for contribute to the topic before, and then allow them for land before the next person come. Having said that, I want to know we listen to some audio, but before that, as the flyers say, some they call the Pademba Roll Wednesday Morning Massacre. Some they call and say now a breakthrough. Some they call and say, obviously at the end of the day, when you look at in and out, we all get a concern. The concern is that lives were lost, and that take we to. Hence the reason why I've been look and say I find and deem necessary for now we civil society activists come, because when you talk about civil rights, it is very, very important that instead of joint voice for give in your point of view in time, because that's the effect for the country for make sure say every Sierra Leoneans feel safe, feel belonging, and feel that they are Sierra Leonean irrespective of their political affiliation and tribe, their region, whatever the case may be. Having said that, before we open this debate today, I want to know we listen to critical audios them where when this thing be happening, one of which na Mr. Muhammad Kutubu Koroma, when himself of course in a social media commentator, he been get in your point of view on this issue. As we've been they go on commercial when we just start, I've been played and then we also want to listen to the women's leader when Miss Sawane. And then I get all the audios then where I go bring come later, but for now we go start with that, then in I go come in. Do you have the ask for now we mute with device them while I start down there. Then in I go take notes, then in I go able for critically I think so they get a caller. Salon for All, Voice for All Network Television. Kindly identify yourself, please.
This is Senate.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, my sister, can you turn up your volume a little bit on the show?
Oh, the volume is low, eh? Okay.
Yes, very low. We can't hear anything.
Okay. So we'll try for adjust them, yeah? Thank you. You're welcome. All right. Okay, so we get concerned about with volume. Now we see how we go able for increase them. Okay, seem like it did to the highest, but we'll try for C. Maybe I will speak a little bit more louder. Let me know through the chat room for see if there's any improvement. In the meantime, make us start the audio then.
Power on. Power on. Connection successful.
Okay. And I forgive me all. Okay, so like I said, the first one way I would like for now we listen to. Now we start with Mr. Kutubu Koma. Then we learn to the women's leader.
My fellow Sardinians, again another pleasant day. We don't gradually come in the day again. With the fast continent, all into the day. This na Kutubu Koma where they present issues coming in analysis from the Salone Talk Forum where they deal with matters with pertinent to the country. Since this prison outbreak took place, I refused for making any statement about this. I want to give myself enough time for seriously ponder this kind of material. So today, I will come up with my own position or statement on this thing, and let everybody know how we look at this. Fatmata Sawane in your audio where he make na him don't make whatever investigations governments they can do now. The outcome it will be very difficult for anybody accept them. Say this year the opposition people and they plan them. Here is the main reason. Fatmata Sawane go na a place where he not supposed for Dede. One, Fatmata Sawane not a part of the intelligence community. He know they work for the police. Neither he know they work for the secret service in the country or the CID. He know they work for them at all. Not. In your job now, the head for the women's wing na SLPP. And that not get nothing for do with this. You not get nothing for do with that. One, he go at a place where he not supposed for the day, and then you look the timing. I don't always tell people them say APC is never a problem for SLPP. Now I got to be very honest. SLPP is problem for SLPP because of the way how they go about doing things them. This way happen so. Now, just an example of which are the trouble. Any reasonable person go ask, what is Fatmata Sawane go do them? Or I more even assume for just the purposes of assumption, say intelligence non come say then they plan a prison break. Fatmata Sawane yeri that. The property where is supposed for do now for pass on such information to the authorities them. More assume say he pass them to Lawrence Liman. Waiting Lawrence Liman go do. Lawrence Liman go inform the boss when are the Minister of Internal Affairs. The Minister of Internal Affairs also go bring the IG up to par. It will make the IG know of this. Then they alert the president. Then waiting and go do now. The police big man after I don't inform the other stakeholders and the office of Attorney General, I don't inform them. Then they can organize themselves in a way that where then go try for find ways and means where they go actually, either prevent this here or get evidence. Say yes, this happen. Now, for compound this problem again, the people that will respond to this year, the presidential protective division, the one where they protect the president, they don't get any business responding to this, not to their own business. And for one thing, the president not being there, except otherwise, they said the president been there. That may not be in a position for talk whether the president been there at the prison at that material time, and not in a position for no of that. But me, they take the position, say, President Bio not been there at the prison at that material time, they not been there. So if the president not been there, they not get right for left the president yonder unsecure, then they go to a prison, go there, say then they go quell Iran, no, not to their own job than they. That we get agency, we're responsible for that, not to the. So all of them factors there, and I know made this very difficult, and it don't raise more questions than answer. We as Salionians, what we need for now for begin to talk the truth about how things go. And the handling of this year on the part of SLPP, but in particular, Fatmata Sawane, we're not supposed for day in a prison, not doing your job there. For also, we believe say the country they on lockdown. So Fatmata Sawane had no business being out from his house at that material time. This now, if anybody they we don't spoil this case here, so this investigation, the role where Fatmata Sawane don't play now no medicine become suspect. More even assume say Lawrence Lima be don't get intelligence. Say now this day for happen. Lawrence Lima himself also waiting before doing not for just take up on himself in a long go day. And for alert in bosses then bring in the Minister of Internal Affairs, he bring in the Inspector General of Police. Then of course must say he even alert the Army Chief of Staff or the Chief of the Defense Staff and order, so that way this could be a coordinated thing. But just a group of the normal, just in with Fatmata Sawanena, the Medina Attorney, this is a lot of suspicion, a lot. This that not the easy way. We they talk no more say APC, not agree SLP pictures for government. But again, most of the things that when they happen now, SLP now they create the atmosphere for the TND. I can go back. The one party system we're gonna salute not to APC startamo. Now SLPP propose one party system yonder. They just not been there in power long for them or else them for can go. Even the Republican status of salute not to APC idea. Now SLPP idea. In other words, everything where you see making it happen, mostly now SLPP they plant the seed, and when they plant and the APC harvest them. Only that they can harvest them at overdrive. This thing where Fatmata Sawane do, this involvement, go sit on a prison where you're not supposed for dead. You're not to a prison officer, you're not to an intelligence officer, you not get nothing for do state security. Your own job, now women's wing now in SLPP, and women's wing not get nothing for do with this. Then even the statement stuff where you make, that just don't, support the claim where they go say this year na SLPP, orchestrate this year just because they want get to people them. So let's even assume say this now be a legitimate prison break. You action I don't pull them. You don't pull them. It go be very difficult based on what you say under that you audio for let anybody come to a very reasonable and fair conclusion. Say yes, indeed. Now this time in the plan. Now you don't help the people them feel that for abort the plan, and you don't give a lot of leg to the opposition for as you say na lie una be the lie per we. You think now be need for do now before pass the matter over to the authorities. This actually tie neatly to waiting at the talk about President Bio not be in charge of things. Everybody they run around, they exercise power. Everybody, this is the thing. And yesterday, some of we bring back the memory of Shaka Stevens, even Ernest Baikoma. I may say whatever you might say about them people, but when they were in governance, They were in charge. They been there in charge. So that accounts for why we continue to hold them responsible. A very possible say the draconian measures them where Shaka Stevens being introduced now the body politic as well as Anescoma and all that. But at least that one thing, they were in charge. Now that we see. But President Bio is not in charge. People that say, well, oh, President Bio believe in the rule of law. President Bio, yes, he believe, but he is believing in the rule of law. One thing, being in charge of something now, and they do nothing. They talk to the people there. Everybody, they run around go say, no, that man believe in the rule of law. Fatmata Sawane, they in the prison at that material time, they not to rule of law, and it will raise a lot of suspicion. The claim by the opposition say yes, this that something when the SCP says a plan that they plant them. It will be difficult for people them say no, not to so it be. Me not there in a position for saying that SCP plan up, but me on problem now. Fatmata Sawane, what you been do now a prison where you're not supposed for they know the audio where you make the audio I not undo you, the audio I not undo the case, whatever case where the government will forget that audio they is very potent and is very self-indicting. It always a lot of suspicion and it will make people them you say, wait a minute, let not move quick to judgment. So this something that SFPP planned. So me people them did now me opposition on this prison break here so. There's much beyond that, especially Fatmata Sawane in Roe. We must be satisfied, say yes, Fatmata Sawane had a legitimate reason for let he did it. A legitimate reason here go be in a security officer. Now he is a part of the security network for ensure the peace, quiet, and stability of the country. And more even assume say Fatmata Sawane be not get intelligence. Say yes, now this they happen. He not go take upon itself go there. What they do, they alert the proper authorities. The proper authorities would have been, in fact, the first person for alert the Inspector General of Police, then they tell the Minister of Defense, Internal Affairs, then the Deputy Minister, before even the matter they go to the President. But he taking upon himself, he go there at that time, then Lawrence Lima said go there, they don't care, nobody go now, they no more go there, then this year happen. Now it always a lot of questions them, and people are very skeptical about the sincerity of this. So me people them, let we learn from the President Bio this again another a wake-up call for you. Take the leadership of the country. Take the leadership of this country. We don't know what's in the thing where actually they hang over your head to the extent we know they see you. We are not seeing this social media, President Bio, then they will tell you plainly. So the question where you guys are not there on the ground, so I don't know till they go. Absolute nonsense. We don't need for them at the ground for say President Bio, they in charge of things. We go say about nobody they see him, nobody know the informer. So me people them, now me opposition is that this thing will happen. So there are lots of questions, a lot of doubts then. No, not just you don't no more say now the opposition plan. The law also check waiting the SLPP party do inside this year. Lord, put all the gigs on it together before come up with any definitive position. Say yes, na this. Until then, na kutubu.
And I thank you for your patience. That's not the submission on your point of view. Where a commentator where. Of course, we all know when I'm Mr. Kutubu Koma. Now, I want to also play the submission of the women's leader of the Sierra Leone People's Party, when Madam Fatmata Sawane. Then from there, we will come in and again a few questions while they put on the floor. For now, we start the debate. And I thank you for your patience.
Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. It depends on which part you find yourself in the world. My name is Madam Fatmata Sawane, the City National Women's Leader of SLPP. Normally, everybody know me for one thing in Sierra Leone. I hardly focus on social media and say anything because as a leader, whatever you say is a policy statement. But there are times you have to take the bull by the horn. So if I get for hurt anybody by waiting, I get for say. Do you at the beg? I want for apologize before I say what I get for say. If I hurt anybody, I'm sorry. If I not hurt you again, that is fine. But if I hurt you, I'm sorry. This is not politics, and I'm a leader, and I don't lead the Sierra Leone. I lead just the SLPP. And as a leader, if I lead just the SLPP, when things happen, I get for defend the SLPP first, because if they're wrong, I get rights for tell them say they're wrong. But on this one, they were right, I get rights for defend them. First of all, before this thing happened yesterday in Pademba Road, we don't get audio them for the past 2-3 months. APC go train Marshall, then do this, then do that. They send on a social media, then threaten we, me, Lima, David Senge, Ben Kalfala. Before we picture them, then send and say then go for kill we, all kind of things, then threaten we. After that, they go attack my house physically. After that, I was also attacked, but me security way be then at the gates, not give them chance for kind out to me, but them because me always they stay with SLPP people them. So a lot happened, a lot of water passed under the bridge with the getting threatened and everything. Then until we say then they can't attack them do them. So this just don't tell we say waiting APC they say and waiting and they do not waiting. And all your waiting see be blinding and other women of the APC they talk. SLPP get women, we get guts, we get mind than them women and they but we just want peace for rain. I they beg the APC in the name of God, for the sake of Mama Salone, for the sake of Sierra Leone, let peace reign. Una allow we, una get una 11 years, we allow una for rule. Una allow we for rule. If una say una they make Salone governable for we know they make Salone governable for anybody because we are leaders. But they make Salone for una. A talk bangbana una must them. Una the leaders na APC because they begin hunt with one leader to another with the face with face to face. And I want to say yesterday in Pademba Road, I'm amazed. And I am happy and excited to say I'm a national women's leader of the SLPP because everybody saw our response. Me reach Pademba Road 3 o'clock in the morning. The CDS arrived around 3 to 4 in the morning. Then before I begin to see other people in the car, then Lima reached there as early as 5:30 going to 6. That was good. When we all reached there, we all see we response. And later, I see we organizing Secretary Self-Camp around 8 or 9 in the morning, Batilo, which was very good. I want to tell una say we not afraid una one piece for rain because we sabi govern Sierra Leone and we mean well for Sierra Leoneans than una. We not they sell the country, we not they come for make money for pockets. Rather, we they come for work for the people of Sierra Leone. If they're not see at this moment, then go see her with the time. Just like we Pakababi make Nasit and other institutions the way bill up. Later, all man begin seeing handwork. And unless you come, not on you why you count now then you continue. APC una stop. A word for a wise is quite sufficient. If you try us, we'll try you. President Bio, you are a president for all. We are just leaders in the SLPP. And I want to say to you, you get people who qualify, who more than qualify for make sure say you ministry in their work. Ministers that are not functioning, with all due respect, I think so una begin function because they not make them for una for make una go able for function and do the work. If una not able for do the work, please una resign. But I want to tell una say we not go allow for let anybody put your life in jeopardy anymore or risk your life them or make sure say we life them not safe anymore or we will do not sleep. We will not agree. We will match that person bumper for bumper and eye for an eye and a soul for soul. We will not. We will not. I repeat. We will not risk your life them for anybody anymore. Let all man do in job. To the best of his ability, alone make sure say what happened so yesterday not repeat itself. Not to APC gets alone, not to SLPP gets alone, not to NGC gets alone, not to C4C, not to RUFP, not to any other political party, not to ND or anyone. Now Sierra Leoneans get Sierra Leone. And when they decide, people for respect their mandates, they have decided to give President Bio a 5 years, where they go for renew, for go for 10 years. And after President Bio, other SLPP go continue because we work for them. We know say we not servant there, we will serve them well by the grace of God. It will take a time, but we'll surely get there because we don't look for temporary solutions. We will look for everlasting solutions. So please, una stop. Sierra Leone is for all of us. We get the same rights as una get them. Una not allow we. Una don't push we too much. We don't keep quiet for too long. Una not allow we. Please, for do or say what you not supposed to do. I thank una all. May God bless you. Like I say, if I hurt anybody, I'm sorry, but this is just the truth.
And I thank you once again for your patience so that they land with you the submission of the women's leader for the Sierra Leone People's Party when Madam Salone giving all the obvious of waiting, and I get more audios from citizens around the world where basically themselves get their own take, but we're not go board that we need panelists and for them come in and get their own submission. Now we question what they ask yourself today. We don't get a lot of conflicting statements from when this thing happened in terms of the numbers from what was initially said, that in terms of the casualty or the people that we lost in life, to the updates from the I call them the VP, then to the recent one where we see where then give we another figure, and the list goes on and on and on. Having said that, I wonder we come in. Waiting I own take before I bring more questions to the table. Waiting I own take on this entirety. I they bring Mr. Kamalo. Ne give your take on that. Oh, but really, the person way first come. Now give Mr. Pima not so. You go patience with Mr. Kamalo come in. Mr. Kamalo come in, sir. Give your take on the entirety.
Yeah.
Welcome
Thank
once
you very
again.
much for giving me the opportunity.
You're welcome.
I hope you hear me right.
Yes, absolutely. But it seems like you know it's in it the volume, the thing they don't begin act up again. I think you put them back on. So
yeah, people they complain say the volume they low. The volume they low for the show.
No, I think say I think say I don't know. I don't. Let me know, please. Well, they get you in a little bit, yeah. Yes, Mr. Kamalo, please get the earpiece off, yeah, so you got the way before you hear. Yeah, give me a second, please. Next, come in. I want to get rid of the earpiece because if not, they give a very bad backlash and they're not going to forget anything what you say. Yeah.
You still get backlash?
Yes, big time. Yes. So sorry.
You hear me?
Wonderful. Yes. Go ahead. If you not get any problem for your panelists, then I'll let we know. Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
Number one, the first thing I can say is, I mean, they expect them to bring somebody very credible, somebody very respectable, in submission. Kutubu to the person, because we're not going for Kutubu in credibility alongside with the women's leader of the SLPP. Because all what you are looking for Kutubu, my opinion, I don't know what he thinks or what he think, it just be the same what he feel for say. This SLPP, now the SLPP were proactive, not to that SLPP for Pakaba intent. When the left don't say APC left they make it they can't and they can't stay FRC. This SLPP no they allow anything. If me as an SLPP supporter or as a power supporter, if I get any information and if they can go for verify before I alert the president or create state of emergency in the country. That was what the women's leader did. She went to verify the information to make sure that the information is correct, and then before they relate that to the president. Everybody get right for see information we not confirm for verify.
One second, sir. I want to we just respect each other so that way, because I get a lot of critical questions then for now we enjoy the debate. I want to we allow we say for now we speak. Do you Mr. Piman? We give we say 5 minutes and then from there the next person take, then we rotate from that so that we'll not go bored the other listeners them. So do you have no patience? Yeah, sometimes for listening is so critical, it's so painful, but no patience. Because in a second for getting a fair chance. Sorry, that's go extend another 1 minute because I interrupt you. Come back in, sir.
Yeah. So like I say, we never put the credibility of Kutubu along the credibility of the women's leader. We all know now lady way now woman way quiet, woman way respectful, now woman way not disturb anybody. If that woman they talk, now because of APC make it talk. If that woman talk, now because of the things that we don't see and we don't know who say APC capable of doing. If we listen to the audio the woman made, from the beginning to the end, they played with APC. Say, APC, do ya we want peace in this country. APC, do ya we want peace in this country. We're not ready again for go back to bush. We're not ready again for feds. We're not ready again for discuss in this country. And it gets an intelligence, it go for verify as a citizen. And whether in a position for verify, go for verify as a citizen. And I can do administrative information instead of I take them to the president or I take any there for verify. So she went to verify individually to see what's going on. And I respect that. Even though we listen make audio, now what he think and what he feel nice. As for Kutubu, I don't want to discuss about Kutubu because Kutubu, with all due respect, I know they listen to, I don't think say get down, credit this the chair lady. That means Kutubu said we never check your own credibility. Are we talking about the same Kutubu they cost money because on social media? Is that the Kutubu we are talking about here? The Kutubu they cost woman the only the Kutubu they talk about here for discredit the women's leader of of the SLPP? No. I don't think Kutubu deserve that time for that to begin the discussion about here. But you know, I don't think like anything relevant. I just say opinion, I just say idea, I just what you think. We all get an opinion about something. Why are they say this? Because the conclusion of this report, it don't come out. And we all know what in the conclusion say. It don't have anything to do with Fatima, Salone, it don't have anything to do with whatever people they say. We don't get the conclusion, we don't get the outcome of what will happen at the prison. So whatever Kutu would think, or whatever any other person would think about that incident, it was just an opinion. We all get an opinion. But me not believe say Kutu what he said it make any sense. I don't know what he is opinion, but not make any sense. Because me as a citizen, if I suspect something, I think about something, I be in a position, I try to verify before I take them to the president or I take them to higher authority. Because one, what you do, you create alarm. If you just hear something, they can't give you information, you go call president. President, they say they want for overthrow, they say they want for do this. You create a problem in the country. So she went there to verify as an individual, and every other person will get the information and go for verify as an individual. And they right for one as a citizen of Sierra Leone. That's number one. Secondly, all what happened that day, it gets a reason, they get a base. There's a local standing. Why they do it? We all know APC for the Koni business. We know what's in the capable of in this country. We know they say they get 99 tactics. And this government, not a government already to play politics or 99 tactics. We know they play with APC. That the only day in power. They know they play with APC. We know their style. After the intimidation, they don't intimidate president. They always there as opposition leader. They do all kind of thing. They don't kind of want to of place about. No.
Friendly reminder, you have 30 seconds, sir. Your 5 minutes will be done in 30 seconds.
So again, for in reaction to what we talk about here, what he could talk don't make any sense because the outcome not come for the report. We know what the report say, and all what Kutubu be talking are nonsense. So we know even they think about Kutubu, if they follow what's in the facts and if they find this what they come out from the report now, whatever what they say. So now that I can say. If anybody want to go against that, let give you your own facts and findings. And that's what they say.
Thank you so much. Your time is up. And I want to say respectfully, I respect your opinion and your own contribution to this, but I also want to know you critically think. I will come back to you. You make a comment, say the how you call them, the women's leader go in for go make how you call them, a try force for go get a try for gets accurate findings. I don't know what's in a specific word where you use before it bring on to the president. Many Sierra Leoneans go wonder why 3 a.m. in the morning. That is one. You also say he asks for peace for the main opposition. But I want to remind you in terms of the words and what he used. It said they're ready for do bumper to bumper. They're ready for do basically an eye for an eye, soul for soul, and so on and so forth. So many Sierra Leoneans will still ask, and you have your rights for disagree with Mr. Kutubu Koroma, but at the same time, as a citizen, he also get the rights for think the way I think or in your point of view, just like equally as what you just submit in terms of questioning the time, in terms of saying that in all any position we require for it go out that time of the morning for going to Pademba Road. I want you to think about that critically because I'm not going to allow you for coming. I will allow the other speaker for come, but I been just want to bring that to your attention based on your own submission. So thank you. You go get.
It's okay. It's okay. Yes. I respect that. Yes. All I'm saying is, if we listen to the audio again, this woman pleaded with APC many times. They played with APC. Please give peace a chance. Please give peace a chance. How many times do we have to plead with APC?
Okay, the other question where Mr. Kutubu, the statement where he make was that if there was a concern, if we don't channel in concern to the right individual, then we gets where then assign that then prestige position and therefore handle them. In the example of one second, you know say where they talk, I respect you, sir. Sir, I don't want to. Just give me 1 second. He also give an example. Not even the deputy minister, when allows Lawrence Lima, for handle this case. It's supposed to go from a boss and follow what's in how you call what's in the word. It will come back to. So it bring all them concern and they I not believe say many go look and say legit concern the time and the fact that she was not appointed for be in those positions for take such decision for go there at that time. That is one thing where I want to we think, and as we audience themselves they join we, they are welcome to call in a little bit where all we panelists they don't talk, they don't bring their own point of view. And rest assured, Mr. Kamalo, they bring you back while you did think, so you can come back and add to what I just say, sir. I want to bring in Mr. Piman. I know say you want to come in so bad. Sorry for the waits. Come in and you self land to your submission. Your time starts here 5 minutes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, we have Piman, you understand. You see, another thing to one thing to do with it, you understand. Working in women's leader, I just want to ask a next brother, I want to ask each time when I visit in our from Pademba Road, because when I will take this in our way, we don't forget to visit in our bring the building. We don't forget to visit in our bring the Pademba Road, you understand. I want to make it only this time. It's not 3 o'clock in the morning and when the people time they start from Pademba Road, you understand. Going back again, we will talk about the lady is getting information. In our working, in our inspector general or otherwise, in our CID or whatever, we say they go verify place inside you know the work. Inside you get a big gate from that inside. You get to get back before you go inside find the room. You understand? When you go visit a prisoner, you get to give the prison people 2 weeks notice before you go to that prison. You understand? Then you say, 5 o'clock in the morning, you get the deputy information minister from Tejan. Lima, you go to 5 o'clock in the morning, and I get intelligence. When I not see the prison officer, when I go, when I the from the prison, from go inside of that 5 o'clock in the morning, also when I get inside it, when I not inform the IG, when I not inform the 10 minister, now when working with the farmers are saying, I'm just now, you understand? You say you go verify. What then I do? To say then what you do when you go verify 3 o'clock in the morning, then go inside a safe prison. Then the incident begins 8 o'clock. The massacre, that's so that all day. You don't see any prison break, any gate inside the prison. Or say it breaks. You understand? Then now you get the presidential guard. When the president steps out, the guy is president. They come, set inside the prison. When they can fire a live bullet, a prison again, when they not get 10 years, ammunition. Yesterday, they tell you things. Then now, they go down the soldier inside the prison. When the prisoner, not get no harm. The prisoner not get even a massive stick. The prisoner not get even a stone. How come? Then things that will happen. Inside 8 o'clock in the morning, when they get all the big personnel, they get inside that particular residency. When this thing will happen, 8 o'clock in the morning, when the lion start, you understand? If anyone gets intelligence for say, then they can't go with us, and we don't get a defense team, we don't do it now, we're so for them stand by, but can say, so see what happens, now this thing. I'm not going to even let the prison of the commotion now with that particular family. When you say, I don't get information, when I email, I don't get information. When you say, you understand? Never fear. You not tell you boss. You go to 3 o'clock. When you go visit your hour, you're supposed to get fast. So go inside the prison. Then they talk about prison break. Prison break, we all know what's in a prison break. This person a massacre the presidential guard, they don't massacre ordinary civilians, they don't harm, they don't get anything. They just don't massacre them. Because of, I'm not going into detail, because they get APC prisoner them when they did it, I thought personally when I joined them want to go massacre. Because once I was prisoner, so before when I got into the APC, I went to it, they changed all the lock there. Now the one of prison, they did it. You law. Then but outside the prison, same security that we do every day when we respect the security. How come? Imagine an APC. We don't security that we have every day I will take on our different security for the country. Then, you want to fight personnel. You go visit prisoner. You protect and another prisoner for the place. And I'm going to prison. You protect you don't get more very intelligent things. You don't even get them. Then now, when you're passing an APC, they don't go massacre innocent civilians for nothing without no cause. You understand? When this is bad, we have an answer. Move it from the camera inside the prison because every prison the what camera will do. Let us show the camera when let yourself for where you inside. We suppose we not know anything about it. You see, this we need an answer. All this back and forth statement, first there's an prison is one. Now there's now 15 or whatever. It will go off now to 36 prisoners. Then they say the balance prisoners there, they not inform the young people that it, but they not inform 6 prisoners the young people. Instead they not inform the other unharmed prisoner or the school for nothing. We don't get the school for this one or two. 3 o'clock in the morning, you go and visit a state prison, then 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know, most of them tell me what the difference is time for going inside Pademba with prison. Because of the doctor give an application, then they verify and before they give you a pass to go inside the prison. For this, it doesn't make any sense. The government need an answer.
I'm so sorry. Sorry, thank you so much, sir. You 5 minutes not up. I will come back. You don't even exceed by 1 more minute. Sorry about that. Okay. I want to bring Mr. Way. Say you happen to be a civil society activist, and obviously this not a thing where lifestyle gets lost. So I want you to learn to the topic before I bring Mr. Unique Man come in.
Thank you very much, Khadija, and I want to say thank you to all my way being at the panel. I hope say you get me clearly. I hope say I'm audible.
Yes, me they hear you, but it seems like the audience then they say it low. I hope say I don't adjust the volume again. I don't adjust the volume. I hope say then go hear you well. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much. First of all, like I say sorry to them people and them picking them brother them family them lost their life now Pademba prison that fateful morning day. We did discount them, you know, because we didn't mention prison. People then they take them with levity because we call them prison. But the fact now that Khadija, then people like we been there at that place there are inmates. Where we categorize people among inmates. You get people that they wait for trial. You get people that they wait for remand. You get people that they wait. You know what I mean? Say they're all prisoners, guilty people where they don't pass sentence on. No. A good number of the people that if you learn that people that way.
You go ahead.
Yeah.
They listen.
Khadija, if you allow me, people are not hearing Mr. Wang say.
No, with the I get another device where they hear, but because it seemed like I don't know, not increase the volume because they check them. Yes, yeah, and they check me other device. Yeah. Yes. I read. I read them, but my own device where they use, I they check the Facebook, I they read them. So maybe they're gonna need for increase their own. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't increase them to the highest possibly, but I don't know why. Then still they get some problem. Let's see. Internal. Okay.
And I'm still corrected because the new device now has to be old device, everything clear.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, go try again, Mr. Reyes. And I tell you if there's any improvement. Okay, say it's very clear. Mr. Okay, somebody say very clear. So go ahead. You're good. You're good.
Very good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We play them down because we think say these people are prisoners, these people are people that we condemn. No. Don't forget, may I remind the listeners them say in 2014, the African Charter on Human Rights, they launched what you call the Luanda Guidelines. What you do, they call it Luanda Guidelines. Now because now that city there, I don't know the whole that conference, who say Africa leader they really talk about human rights, then go sign agreements around how people them will arrest, how people them will detain, how people them will remand, people them where they feel say they don't commit crime. People the way they allege say they don't commit crime. Because human rights, we find out say people the way even in a jail where they don't pass sentence back, they get right. So what about people the way they not pass sentence by it? What about people the way they not trial? What about people the way they not try it? You understand? For example, the case of Herbert George Williams, the case of Durami and Salone, where they na prison right now, where they not even begin and trial yet. You understand? Those people get right. So if we come to this issue, we talk about the prison break on the 29th of June, was it? May, 29th of May,
Yeah.
na Pademba. For me, this is not the most single heinous crime where a sitting government, na Sierra Leone, don't commit and try for cover them up. This is not the most single heinous crime where a sitting government don't commit and they find way for cover them up. I'll tell you why. One, if new government don't really say they want to do prison break, people they want escape come out of prison. What are they do? Are they reinforce security? What you do? Because you don't forget the fact say then people away there na prison, now people away not get gun, they not get weapon, then they're armless. So no force not the way they will use for commander where you government no go able for manage. So what you they do as a government, when you don't already that kind of information there, you dey make sure say you send more security to them for good day at the place, especially when the information goes so well that the intelligence goes so well that an ordinary civilian, when the lady will talk about, yeah, an ordinary civilian know about her. The information goes so well that an ordinary civilian hear about her. So how much more the president? How much more the Minister of Internal Affairs? How much more the head of prison? So what you have to do? Normally, you send people them where they go reinforce the prison officers them. Say, okay, until inside compound and they behind lock and key. What do they do? They will just put two man them and each them up, put us in the break, they come out. It's that simple. It's that simple. But the whole world, let I tell listeners and this, the whole world know say the massacre of innocent people them, defenseless people them that morning was staged by the government of Sierra Leone. Was staged by the government of Sierra Leone. Nobody not get any doubt, even amongst them. Nobody amongst them not get any doubt. But that make from the onset, they start for cover them up. From the onset, they start for cover them up. I listen to Lima, where he go na 98.1, where they talk. The journalists they ask him, what you go do na the prison? Who say na very sensitive area because when I get political prisoners in there, when I get political captives in there, what you go do there
I don't old hours a day. Khadija, I'm tell you this, we dey follow protocols within government. Even Lima, Lawrence Lai Lima, not the right for go, na Pademba prison, normal hours, we you not go with people them for go monitor, especially journalists or civil society. You know that rightly. It is outside in protocol. It is outside protocol for let a minister, especially when linked to that particular head of department today or that department today, or maybe go outside sensitive political prisoners and captives and they we you know go with people them we dey go monitor. So the lady dey try for make you understand say yes you are deputy minister, but you know the right as a deputy minister of internal affairs for go monitor wey you not take people them come with you. That is why you see the vice president how he behave during there when he go for go look the disaster, he took journalists and civil society along with him. You know why he do that one day? And for this day I want to talk about today. For this will not happen now. Because they will go for asking question. How transparent will be the process? So for me, the fact say a government ready for hide all waiting happen na Pademba since the incident begin, you know left doubt na nobody in mind. Rane Kutubu Omase, Komata Salone, a role that na that place dey, nobody no understand that. But me, I understand that. Most of the things that we will get as intelligence, we don't talk about that now. When I give you this one again, I hope I just small time.
Yeah, another
When
30 seconds, sir. Yeah.
okay, when the Minister of Information, Mohammed Suare, when he go to the place, which he tell me the first official information, we report to BBC, we report to the world, that now 12 people that die. Listen to that one though. Now watching the minister report, so that 12 people that die. When the vice president go, that number they increase from 12 to 14. The vice president when I ask him, he say he believes say now 14 people then die. Finally, when they launch the report, I get a lot of questions around that particular report because a responsible and transparent government not they launch that report that manner of that kind of grave crime where they don't commit. They need to launch that kind of report today. Waiting do and now when they can't tell me say like 31 people then die. Why make the vice president, when the president put in charge for investigate that issue and come out with a report, full hand by the report. Khadija, we get a lot for say about the incident to happen. The vice president correct because the intelligence will get that he say nobody really can take a hand for pull bagger na fire. When you don't go commit your crime, you want me can cover for you. Sorry, that is why you see at the prison, head of prison, I am bring him for carry read the report where Lima, Suare did Mohammed Suare and other people don't sit down and prepare for them. As we go anyway, I will talk because a lot the way we need for discuss.
Good.
And I think say like what they say, if we all want peace for Sierra Leone, we get to say the truth.
Absolutely.
And this is the bother me about Sierra Leone. If we all want peace for Sierra Leone, that's how we start. I will say the truth. If we begin let the truth out, that means we not get something for say. We don't like Sierra Leone. We don't want Sierra Leone for better. We don't want peace for Sierra Leone.
Thank you so much, Mr. Warise. I think you kind of like agree with some of my points that we make earlier in terms of the conflicting statement made by the officials. You give an example of that of the information minister, Mr. Suare, where initially been given a count of 12, followed by the VP a count of 14, and then now then give a count of 31, and yet still citizens are still questioning that number. Having said that, I'll come back to you as your time will not exceed. Sorry about that. Mr. Unique Limbaman, last but not least, thank you so much for your patience, sir. Kindly give your submission and then we'll go back around and give another 10 minutes each. Welcome, sir. Check your device. We're not hear you. Okay,
Can
wonderful.
you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Wonderful.
O-
Welcome.
Okay, thank you, Madam Moderator.
Welcome, sir.
Um, you talk about it's a massacre of prison break. Before I prepare myself, I go through the dictionary for know what are the two definition of massacre. So again, two definition, we want a noun. Where they put her in a noun form, an indiscriminate and brutal slaughter of people. That's why you put them in the noun form. When you put them in the verb form, it will tell you say deliberately and violently kill, bracket, a large number of people. Then massacre can be considered a massacre is a killing typically of multiple victims, morally unacceptable, especially when perpetrated by a group of political actors against defenseless victims. Okay, now this brings me to Fatma Tasawane. Here, you go see inside and kill 48 people. Then lay down, they all die. Then other one them, they suffer pimp and gunshot wounds. They go talk to me. I was highly impressed with I see that morning day. Orlando asked the question, see, waiting for Fatma Sawane go do 3 o'clock na Pademba would prison. But Fatma Sawane na executive na the party, but not to minister na government, not to anybody na government as Kutubu say. Then I dey telling her from any angle you watch, wetin happen at Pademba Road. Not on the government side plan am na inside SLPP office dem plan am massacre dey just because dem wan get rid of one person follow. Doing that, they don bring in the charges, all the legal heads dem wey don do law for over 40, 30 years, dem don say this not to treason this man commit. But Mada Bio, chief minister, dem say power. If you do so much to treason commit, then we go kill am inside there. Sorry, you not able to get that video for plan whether the border condemn prisoner with the way that red. They drink that Kool-Aid. When they go to tear gas, pressure, where they enter them. One thing with SLPT government, they don't say that they go in the pond, out of the pond. We all know that window is small. You know, Lawrence Lehman, na executive na SLPT party. Batio Songa, na executive na SLP party. As I talk so right now, in the first place, adding tooth and nail, Ole Ebi chairman of the party. All of them we call. The only person we go there, we go na the scene, we go see. After 2 days, the time street, that's how Lawrence Lehman and boss, the Minister of Internal Affairs, that's so cool. He resigned because he no go one work pan trouble tomorrow.
Exactly.
You understand, eh?
Exactly.
If we party then economically the airport talk about waiting at Kutubu 75% of the time he talk for SLPP. 75% of the time. 95% of the 20% he talk for guiding SLPP government. Then 5% when SSPP do bad, he come out, he talk and complain. Like waiting the first lady can do, waiting this lady can do. They condemn, but 75% of the time, they talk for SSPP. What we need for this particular waiting incident will be, me, I get some from confirmed source, And somebody they work inside prison. I swear to God, me I not seen it better one at this one. Now 64 people. Now they don't die. 48 die inside Pademba Road. I don't know what I send you one document where the correction the director of prison do them finding. One old incident of Pademba Road in about a page and a half. What time you land there? No, boom. Yeah, boom. As Savannah they talk, then go attack, they will not attack a man. We all know set up about where Lima and security shoot. Now one big man and go through the ship morning, nine the incident when they make noise. Lima authorized for let them shoot. They not go attack Lima. They may out of them, they may way far away from Lima. We all see that drag them go bring the body, pray and come. That are the way Sobula come there. They can try for stage the climb up on Lima in the much, no, they were out of the street. You know? Hello. Now England go for go kill. They go for go kill Palo because they know who's in charge was not the answer. So when let we get to of them. If partner to Salone they talk about Tejan and I voice of the voiceless. Even inside APC, she was minister, she was FCA to the president. It is blast. When the president do something we not right. It is talk and guide time as in paper the scam. You know? But yeah, last time I get boku.
Thank you so much. You're
but
right
I tell
on the
you
time.
now 64 people them don't die. 64 the total. I get them from consumption, from Corners Hospital, then from people that will work inside prison where I know.
Thank you
64
so
people
much.
them. 48 died at the scene, 5 died of gunshot wound at Corners Hospital. Then when diplomats go on meeting with Nabie, the thing will come on the table first before they talk of political prisoner them. Now this massacre at Pademba Road. They want to get the government come up with a statement. What you Nabie been posted? You want to talk nothing. Where the thing is.
Salon for all,
Now
kindly hold.
after Tombo incident, now Nabie can talk. They can bring
Kindly
all
hold.
the incidents together and become APC as terrorists. But
Thank you.
now, where the director of creating issue report, nothing can be like terrorism.
Thank you, sir. I will give you another chance.
Okay.
Salon
Yeah.
for all, voice for all, network television. Kindly identify yourself, please, and land to today's topic. Welcome.
Hello, and Salone for all. Hello, Khadija. How do you do?
Fine, thank you. Welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, Mina Sa
Okay.
Salahai at the court in Germany.
Oh, Germany. Welcome, sir. Thank you
know,
for joining us.
yeah, thank you too. Then brothers that we lost their life at that prison, they got and give them judgment. Who said in this show, let God sorry for them.
Amen.
Because one in the and die, really and die innocently. Let me tell everybody, let's see, and I want this particular government, let them understand, let them know CS, Salone, we Salone, Sierra Leoneans, not fully like before. When somebody will come being kind of we people they accept. No, you understand? Now we really don't wise up. This particular massacre will happen at Pademba Road. This was really planned. Only thing they fail. As fail plan. Now the wow that now Paolo then them one go kill. That one look at the first place. Now God now expose them. This particular government, SLPP government, now God exposed them. One, they say somebody will get the coronavirus, and prison will get coronavirus, he in a prison. From what they say that one day, would I ever hear you say anybody they get coronavirus in a prison? No. Nobody. From what they still take this, you understand? We no able get the people who they want. Stay up to today. We never get to no case in a prison. That one. Secondly, Tani Bola was in a prison, immediately outside. What did Tani Bola go today? You understand? Nobody know. If you watch that first video, you hold me when the court where talk say me, let them kill me no more. I go talk the truth. You understand? They silence that person, that body. Up to today, nothing we about. Secondly, how God expose this particular government, the way they plan, them or they fail everything. This them plan this thing or kill how long country them. God's now, we don't aim somebody too much. You don't aim them. You understand? God is saying no. These are the fight for this person, and Paulo them innocent somebody, people them. So God sees them for them not come out. Every day come out that day. I need to tell nobody that they from down in that from well and for wipe the all. But we then inside, you understand? We know they not able to succeed. Now I made that prison officer in die because I one of the guy in there when we get the key for Paulo come tell outside the media. No able killer. No able pull Paulo. Then they inside it. Then secondly, Fatma Sawane, we go ready for expose people them, you understand? It talks immediately 3 a.m. What you go to the 3 a.m. na prison, then it implicates Lima, implicates this other guy again. Now but then 3 minutes are the way implicate with the same day in a prison day. Then also that 3 where they really well planned. And this one it come up from the high authority. Why? Police not enforce the prison officers them. OSD not enforce the prison officers them. When we get less security, they all at a particular ND. When they will call or can reinforce the part if in a prison break, then they will call a bodyguard from state house, state bodyguard. Come out in duty. When you call, you secure the president. The commander in chief now in whole country. You left your post, you come keep innocent people them. We get ready for you expose them. And if you really know them, we will say na police officers them on an OSD. But now they say expose themselves back again. They say now we do this. They expose the post we come on and shoot German. In one, we go kill them people then. Go now expose them. So all the things that we them plan. If you find out say from all that prison break they happen, now SFPP they can call them over the APC. Then they go after them again so much because the thing that we them plan, you understand, they fail and everything exposed. Look, them people that went to die. Now 48 people them. 48 people and all the police officers when we did for that particular that station that particular day. Also they right now, then they quiz them right now for one talk. For no talk. But the people that were in that particular prison area, they know exactly the people that we die. Exactly, they know.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Now,
I just want to give you 30 seconds so that way, if you get on, go ahead and land, and then if you need for call back, you can call back. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay, I will call back again.
Yeah, please. Sorry for interrupting. Yeah. Yeah, okay, but feel free for call. Thank you so much. I want to bring back Mr. Kamalo King. So basically, there's certain things them where we caller just bring to the table where obviously critical. Where I want to hear from your point of view and you. In terms of the women's leader, in similarly to what Mr. Limbaman say, it make comments say she was amazed, she was happy, she was excited, and like how the caller also say a mention of Mr. Batolo Sunga, a mention Mr. Lawrence Lima, where they all been present. So having said that, you still say that you go still blame the main opposition of what happened with the Pademba Road saga. Come back in, sir.
Yes, yes, I got right to blame the APC for what happened at Pademba Road. Okay. Again, that Pademba Road we done the peaceful one, not happening until we get follow content inside Pademba Road where to start with the happen there. From the until I said we can talk now, from the factual media or from the information we get, the intelligence guys, follow na the one is to get people in Pademba Road prison for me to make riot. Now, one of the people is people are prison for make riots inside it, when they make scatter the place. And then do this thing there. Now when you go there and begin a problem could start there, but allow happen at prison, instigate people. And one thing what people they say here, what I want to talk about, we make them say the Pademba Road prison, now church on a mosque, then they go kill people inside it. But come on, people. We
One
all
second.
know
Sorry, sir.
Pademba
I'll give you a chance for come
we
back
get
in.
condemned.
1 second, sir.
We
Salon for
get
all.
condemned.
1 second, Mr. Kamalo. Salon for all, voice for all network television. Kindly identify yourself, please.
Hey, Khadija, this is Nabie, Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, welcome. What's your name? Or if you know,
This is Nabie from Atlanta,
Mr.
Georgia.
Ba, welcome, Mr. Ba. Thank you for joining us. Land.
Yes.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Khadija, no, me.
Would they hear you, sir? Go ahead. You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Would they hear you? Would they listen? Go ahead.
Well, I did try for do one thing here. Right. What I did try for do here? I want try for Lewy left APC and SLPP out of this first.
Right.
And if we left APC and SLPP out of this, let's look at the crime.
Yeah.
They don't commit a crime. Well, incidents will happen. I will not call that a crime. Incidents will happen upon it.
Sorry, somebody made the call, but go ahead. We'll try for calling back.
Yeah, I did say incident don't happen upon. You get me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Would they hear you?
Yeah, we did say incidents don't happen upon Pademba Road, right?
Yeah.
And this incident, it don't raise a lot of eyebrows amongst Sierra Leoneans and even foreign nationals. And for LEB, we look at exactly what happened at Pademba Road, where we were able to fit up if not a crime committed at Pademba Road. So in doing that, let's forget about SLPP and APC force for now, and let's look at what happened. Now, what happened at Pademba Road, it happened precisely between 7 and 8 in the morning. And the incident where we talk about a prison riot or a prison break, which actually precipitated during that time when the national women's leader for SLPP did it around 3 o'clock in the morning, and the chief of defense staff did it around 4:30 in the morning, and the internal affairs minister did it around 5, and then the organizing secretary for their party be good around 6 to 7 in the morning.
If you they talk about Mr. Batulo Sunga, it say about between 8 and 9.
Between 8 and 9,
yes,
yeah. The Batulo Sunga between 8 and 9.
Yeah.
Now, all these people here, okay, let's forget about Batulo Sunga. The 3 most important people, the chief of defense staff, the internal affairs, and the women's leader, we are there prior to the time when the incident starts. And that don't raise a lot of eyebrows. Now, the question here we will try to look at, what happened? Why would I call for a reinforcement? When was the call made? And would I make the call? Then we will try to see why the state security of the president descended Pademba Road at that time, and when they reached Pademba Road, was there a verbal warning? How they engaged Pademba Road? Which kind of weapons they used in Pademba Road will cause the deaths of over 30 to 40 inmates? The reason why we did do this, it's maybe people will get away with them today, but possibly this will open up the biggest investigation with a lot of heads they will roll if they not take them to that country day. Because the good things that the story now fit waiting and the try for project. And if all this one, the citizens and they get a doubt, now on the side of APC, if you were not the women's leader, we of course you get authority because anything we talk na policy according to what you say.
And if what you talk now policy, and you were there 3 o'clock in the morning, where incidents happen between 7 and 8, then the question people will ask, what were you doing there? And of course, they will begin saying that a premeditated plan for carry out this massacre for whichever reason we now get for do with this massacre, right? And then, equally so, the government not upfront with the truth, especially when they come for begin give communication how many death toll and what actually happened at Pademba Road. We would expect, say, therefore they get a press conference from the director, the director on Pademba Road. Now, if they come and talk to the people exactly what happened at Pademba Road, but we never heard from the director what really happened during that day. And all which would they read now from the Internal Affairs Minister and the Minister of Foreign Affairs. And then activity during that day, it only left with Sierra Leone with a lot of unanswered questions. Government has to be very careful in as much as this report don't come out, and a lot of things that they come we still look into Pademba Road today. They have to be very careful moving forward, because this magnitude, the kind, even we're referring to the release with Dengi, 31 people, not too easy number than they from kill them the same day. Now, Boku number. So people them go one for no, even if they go sweep under the carpet, I will tell you, this one go open up the biggest investigation at that country today for see what really happened at that country today, where if they not take them, they go to the international circle. So we begin with each and everybody we get hands to do with Pademba Road massacre. Whether it has to happen today, it get to happen subsequently some years, but it's going to happen one day. And those lives we then lost yonder innocently, with people in and massacre, they don't know who lead yonder until we find justice and we bring to book whoever involved for do that action. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bar. Thank you. Salone for All, Voice for All, Network Television. Caller, kindly put your device, the volume down in the background, please. Okay, don't hang up. All right, sorry. I shall say, Mr. Kamalo Yuyari, all the contribution of the caller. Go ahead and come in. I'm not saying the talk, sorry about the interruption.
So what you have been expecting in the program also, I've been expecting to read the report to come out from the prison, because it's very important to what we discuss.
Okay, you get time, or you get time on you, or you can send them for me inbox so that
I got a brief.
No problem. You want to read that?
Just in that one make down.
Okay.
The reason why make this thing happen at Pademba Road prison was because the prison was created for only 324 inmates. Okay. And then now the prison has been overrun by 1,300 inmates. The reason being, the courts not the road because of coronavirus, cases are not happening, and all those factors make the prison overcrowded. They say 400% increment. So some people frustrated in there. That is one reason why this thing happened.
One second. Put your volume down, please, ma'am. And also, I did talk now. Read on them. If not, the one way they think of Freetown Correctional Center published report into Pademba Road prison riot following the aftermath of the rioting that took place on the 29th April 2020 at the Freetown Correctional Facility, Pademba Road, leaving several prisoners dead, injuries, and serious destruction to buildings and property. Officers of the Freetown Correctional Center have conducted an investigation and published their report. According to the prison authority, the aim of the investigation was to find out the cause of the rioting, assess the damage caused as a result, determine the number of casualties, and to make recommendations that will prevent such disturbance from happening. Yesterday, the senior officers of the Correctional Center discussed their findings at a press conference which was also attended by the country's pathologist, Dr. Owiz Koroma, who conducted postmortem on those killed at the riot. The report identified overcrowding in the correctional center as one second. Yes, sir.
Sorry, I dey cut you off. Trust me, which we discuss,
Yeah.
not that any relevance
So and see
to
if
the
once
press. No, it not get really. I understand say it connect, but it not
yeah,
get no relevance to
absolutely
that
not.
press statement.
So
No, it not
yeah,
get because we ask the reason.
yeah.
Wetin happen? Investigation. We not tell you say tell me wetin dey happen at Pademba.
Yes.
Pademba reason don always for the last 10, 15 years don overcrowded.
Yes.
For the last 10, 15 years. So
Yes.
you not get no link to wetin happen.
Yeah.
Now that
So
make I think say
yeah,
not relevant
so
to wetin we discuss.
if I was to conclude the reading, obviously what Mr. Warriors say is correct, because yes, it is true that it's overcrowded and no administration not been tried for correct that is true. But then now when they talk about wherein the guards then go in and open fire. Sorry,
Exactly.
yeah, bullets.
That's the
You understand?
discussion.
That's where it become critical.
You know.
So
Okay.
being overcrowded, of course, is part of human. No, give me 1 second, sir. Just 1 second. I did bring you in. Given the obvious fact that the population obviously overcrowded, that is fact. And even Mr. Umaru Fofanabi don't talk on that. The condition of and that's another show we'll get for Brinkham the upcoming day. A very much inhumane for even whole prisoner then at that facility. They obviously so, but it's still they beyond what they discussed today. Way now basically then literally go there and shoot people them. So now that's being focused. But I been want to read the entirety, being that you been want to we discuss waiting the report was. But since Mr. Warrior say nothing say it necessary.
Honestly, not relevant.
Okay, no, it's okay.
Shooting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
but
sorry.
let me react to that.
Okay, go ahead.
If that is the case.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
So I know that Mr. Why is it similar as a sadistic fellow when they understand or when they feel from the country Salone? No.
Yeah.
I'm not the type. I understand. Say that we country Salone, I understand say now this not thing happen where we
sorry,
all
Mr.
unfortunate
King.
event.
I did bring you back in. We'll get 2 calls there when they come in. Salon for all, kindly identify yourself. Salon for all, please.
Yes,
hold.
Khadija, how are you?
Fine, thank you, Mr. Sisse. Welcome. Land. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much. I feel it's like I see myself in the studio, but yes. I want for go directly this now two-way touch the whole of.
Mr. Sisse, 1 second. Yeah, this person did not call. Mr. Sisse, please hold on. Yeah, Salon for all. Caller. Yeah, welcome. Kindly identify yourself, please.
Yes, this I was in Brown.
Okay, Ms. Brown, welcome. Yeah, thank you for your patience. I know say you don't call. Thank you for your patience. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yes. I want to talk more about this issue we discuss. Basically, I want to reply to Mr. Kamaloni and King because he said something like, the prisoners, then the people within a Pademba road, what is in a saint them, people that they don't condemn, and then they don't commit crimes, them. That's not true. There are people there who don't commit crimes, where then they get to we not condemn prisoners, them. But there are also people there where some people they inside Pademba road for 500,000 or 1 million, where they old people. Some man a driver, he did it because he gets accidents, and all I'm there. So that will give this government right to assassinate or to execute them people and they. I want to know that. We don't talk about lives them. We don't talk about SLPP or APC. We don't bring issues them, but waiting APC don't do. Yes, APC can do things them way no right, But now when I come and when I say new direction, and we all accept that, they say, okay, yes, if not for the betterment of Sierra Leone, then we go with it. But when they do worse things, then and you see they defend the government for killing people. No. I just want to bring down the country to notice, right. And then people and the way they lost them, people and so they're not glad for that. So for Sidonanda and talk say so man they not condemn, na criminal, na this and not to everybody who died in a criminal. Not to everybody who died in a criminal. Let me try for put Salone for Salone. Let me love we say as Sierra Leoneans them. Then that they go better Salone.
Well stated, madam. I agree with your statement equally as that of Mr. Wary say earlier with them. He said that every life matter. It like somebody don't they na death row. Yes, and not mean say them for dying that way. Thank you so much for your time, madam. God bless.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Sisse. Go ahead and land.
Yeah, thank you very much again. I want to like respond to I don't know Kamalo King, basically maybe I name the one your what's it called? In the very first place, let we freed God we make we. If anybody they can on social media or sit on a radio, wherever they defend the killing, where they kill innocent people in Pademba, God would judge that kind of person. If now you person the loss then kill son Pademba, you will never sit at social media defending the act of SLPP. You know, sometimes if we not be honest with yourself and God, one day somebody will sit down before God and God will judge we. And some of them see what they do, and God will be responsible for. These people and they are them place they not so all my way they are pardoned by the crime way they did for a committer. Yeah, we don't see people that are not doing pardoned by for how many years so they go finally at the case at the end of the day they say they are acquitted and discharged in the free, they not get any crime. So some of them people they kill, and some of them people are not they kill. They not come back to the statements or the press release the way we don't listen or whatever we call them. Yeah, the first Fatma Sawane a speech or in audio way release. Now one way totally don't indict the whole SLPP. When you watch him, he calls specific names. The big question we brother for answer, Fatma Sawane, is it an expert in investigation where if you get intelligence enough of us and give the right authority? That's number one. Number two, what they say, Fatma Sawane, if do have my rights as a citizen. You don't know, say every right gets limitation, even though my rights as a citizen, even though they oversee or whatever. When something happens, no have the first person they call, not the police they call, 911 you call. You know they go to becoming a citizen or mean and they go investigate. If they go kill you, they be killing the Fatma Sawane and they say one back on social media begin talk say, oh yes, this is the APC plan and so and so. You know, sometimes if we not be honest to ourselves and God, we begin a generation yet on concept who can suffer the consequence they are. Sometimes I'm not afraid for telling people at school. You know, they can't sit on social media, they defend wrong. You glad, you know they even feel for the one that we don't die there. Look, we can complicate the reports. That they say 7, that they say 14. Everybody they get you number. The whole state prison, where at least detailed information for every individual within a prison. But we see on social media, one for defend, now they're right. You look, listen, all the reports that we don't come out. Who says APC name they will call inside it? So now this APC person they pen. Then we sit down back now social media with, you know, I can't imagine with impunity. When they say APC. Who say APC blocks in this is painful, man. I wish sometimes when people defend bad, then are the young people and they kill or they do them bad and so. Then they will sit down back on social media and begin to talk the truth. It's not really good. We come on back, we can. If the person say they go to Pademba for 3 o'clock morning, you know that. You get power, you get sense past the head of prison. You start investigate for every other authority within around the prison. Why you not call police? Why you not call the prison officer themselves? Then you say you go, I call me this, I call Batilo Songa, I call this. You listen to them the way you call. They are all executive members at the SLPP office. Yeah. So waiting the one for tell you know everything and perpetrate this thing and organize and this. You know, now shame now people are not getting that country. Only you can't sit on the social media, they can't talk to na APC. Call one APC when they don't cool. Say na APC post this, now they go organize this killing. We're gonna kill it. Anyway, let's the case, Khadija.
Thank you, sir. Amen. Thank you, Mr. Sisse. Thank you for your contribution. Mr. Kamalo King, come back in, sir. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption.
I want to advise small, no.
Yeah.
I don't know if you go allow we don't discuss the panelists.
Then they call later.
Fine. You allow
the calls and they come. Yes. Call
so
like
patient.
Yes. Okay. So call the coming, but I'm not go answer right now. Having said that, okay, all right. So 1 second. Salone for All, Voice for All Network Television. Kindly identify yourself, please. Then after that, now we'll go give time to the panelists. Then yes, sir. Welcome.
Hello, Khadija and all panelists. This na Sheikh Ila from Sheikh Sango Ila from Winnipeg,
Oh, welcome,
Manitoba,
sir.
Canada.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, so I just want to contribute to this program. First of all, I want to tell you thank you and all the panelists them.
Yes, sir.
I always they talk something say I like peace. Me, I like peace because we Sierra Leone fine. We all we dey out. For the near fact we dey Sierra Leone the Ika for come out. But anybody who gets Sierra Leone heart we can get any little thing, you had to return back for go invest in Sierra Leone. And we the plan say if at all die no Uluinaya, we go back and make life in Sierra Leone and we make it changes. I always they say that, but you know, could make peace, you hide the truth. Like waiting we brother they come and try for say APC already give chance to peace. Seriously? From where them people here, they therefore accept it we wrong and they make a U-turn. When they make a U-turn, when we start for talk about peace, from where they take place, look the incidents they all would don't do against the APC because there are some persons say law will not talk about APC and SLPP. But if you look on the whole thing, then people here come forward, then say law will destroy the APC and will give them problem. Look all the bad elections that will happen. What did they do? They use the police, they use all force for take come, then therefore kill lives, then the way it be say all the thing that will happen from 2018 when them people are take over. They envelope them people and with each and everything with a clear evidence, whether video or audio or any or recording paper. Things that they would envelope. So if 10 people here come, never mind, we get the right as a Sierra Leonean for the APC or SLPP. I always can talk them. I not see in new generation any party for succeed. And there's no problem for me if APC come or SLPP come. Because then country Saudi, from the beginning of the democracy, the political party they wouldn't get, now they get up to date. But what they do well, they do well. Inside America, they Republicans and Democrats. Now then are the main political party like APC and SLPP. Inside Canada, we get 3 main political parties.
Yes,
always to come, but the main one, not 2. The one just become at a time. So even inside Canada, the government holding now, then get minority. Na parliament. Na government of minority, Trudeau they rule so, but no ala. And they not change nothing, they take her out the day. First of all, when you want to write the best government so far, any government will get minority will be the best government because then the people and the way they correct them to anything where they want to do is not people who want work. So the opposition will people that they afraid, not what they draw you attention if something they go wrong. Although some they will get propaganda, but most of the opposition, the things that wouldn't they oppose now for draw the attention of the government. So if the massacre don't happen, the killing don't happen, then don't go to the APC party, then pull 10 members of parliament, then go inside the party office, video and audio send, then put them stabilize the party, nobody no fight. But you know enough for let you even look say tell you dumb people and say, hey, enough is enough, man. Now don't go the wrong way. Rather than coming, you make a false defense. We're not there for help. Yeah, you get right for come this now platform where you make everybody can carry talk what you want, but mind you, the listeners them, what they know. If you come, you can talk something different. Whether them then disagree with you on this platform or then they discredit you. Finally.
Thank you so much, sir.
If you talk about peace,
yes,
me want anybody who let this government let tell them say it's too much. Make a U-turn.
Thank
now
you.
once you're doing we get. So now my own contribution this.
Truly appreciate your time, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. So viewers, then patients with small the panelists them debate a little bit, then we'll go open the line back. And I thank you for your patient. Mr. King, come in, sir.
Yeah, I don't get interrupted like 3 times.
Yes,
So,
sorry,
anyway,
I called them. So now I
yeah,
give you 5 minutes, yeah? I give you 5
the
minutes
line.
before the next person come in, yeah? So go
Okay.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
So what I will say is, me not a statistic person when they see people die are happy for that. Let me level make like say this now in isolation, this thing they happen now, it happen on a salon. I get a list here of countries that where they don't get process during this coronavirus. I can call Pakistan, I can call Italy, I can call Colombia, I can call. They have a lot of lists here, even immensely in the United States. Then that's Kansas City, then that's riots na prison day. But the prison at Salone happen is different. What happen at Salone is these people we dey call say we dey make like say dem are hold the people. We all know the people that are Pademba Road prison. We know say yes, we get taxi driver day for 500,000, but we also get hardcore criminals. That is the worst criminal, the worst center we get for all the criminals at Salone. We get hardcore, we get rapists, we get dangerous people in there. These people go, they decide for create riot at the prison, and then they decide for hold hostage prison officers then. Failing to realize that the prison officer then self no get gun, then self no get something for defend themselves. They hold them as hostage, and when they hold them as hostage, this SFP government not get a standby police or a standby force, like how the APC they get SSD, then they get people who they standby, where something happen and they send for go respond, they rapid response. The Pademba police not get right now that time. Now they make even make recommendations say they need a riot command post needed where they for only for riots. So if the presidential bodyguard they go for go stop that riot, because we not get standby people that go stop them. The riots, the not just that they gladly the riots, the older people, the prison officer, the hostage, they hold them as hostage, they fire tear gas for them, try to disperse them, they not do it.
So how?
Khadija, they don't read the report.
Yes. So can Sierra Leoneans go and know how they all they hostage? They may get any physical weapon where go cost the officer their life.
Yeah, according to the report now, they say they get stones and some other metals they use for all.
So can we compare the stones with the live bullets? Can you compare the two in terms of the severity? Can you think?
No, the question we asked me now for the initial point, how they hold them hostage, and they show you how they hold them as hostage.
Okay.
We all know say the prison guard,
right,
1,300 prisoners compared to how many prison officers they work nowadays. And we all know so from the report, the prison gets limited officers for now because they don't do recruitment, but now for them because of the virus. So we can compare 1,300 inmates.
Part of the investigation. Part of the investigation, are they assume say that correctional facility also gets a camera where they go able for look back and able for get all the evidence that we need, the questions that we still Sierra Leoneans and they try for answer. And also, is it possible or do you have any idea if them in Doam on an independent base versus the one that we've been dated, then do the actual investigation, because it will be different if we get an independent person for come in where it be say not go look at things say on APC, SLPP, NGC, but rather on the truth and able for give Sierra Leoneans the answers them where the questions answers of Sierra Leoneans them. I don't know what you think. Do you have any idea?
Yeah, from the report I get here in front of me, now from civil society people and the media and some of the officers that they do this report, they compile this report here. And anybody will get an opposing report, they bring up what we see what he gets with evidence, with names, with numbers, with figures.
So when you say independent, so waiting you they talk so they're all Sierra. 1 second, sir. Give me 1 second, sir. What do they talk so it means it sounds like Sierra Leoneans them, you understand? One way or the other we can get away with the kind of like how you call I don't know, will compromise some investigation. Sometimes that person know that they whatever the case may be. But what here they say, if they get an outside body, maybe we not even be a Sierra Leonean, we go come and really question. Like in the example of that young man we been come and give critical statements. Then later on we see say he was surrounded by certain officials them where it changed the in statements them. So those type of and then individual and they, if it still they exist, if we get an outside body where not a Sierra Leonean, we go come, we then go higher, we go do an investigation. Now that have been they referred to.
In that case, Khadija, the point you have make is,
Yeah.
I don't believe say Sierra Leoneans are not competent for make an investigation. We get competent people. I don't believe we're going to solve the whole Sierra Leonean system saying we don't have competent people.
Competence
and if you're going to make reference to that young man who made that audio,
Yeah.
that young man implicated APC. They say every night they put Paulo, they care Paulo go, they count back later in the morning. That young man is my own make reference to. He said they took Paulo every night, they take him out and they bring him back.
So
that
being
Paulo has been
competent
going out of prison and coming back in.
Yeah, competent and compromising a case, not two different things. You understand? I'm not questioning the ability of we Sierra Leoneans, but when we talk about case as critical as this, for now we get to the we answers them correct, wherein no Sierra Leonean hands no go there, but the one that we had been there that they way witness, then come, then question, then they investigate outside of Sierra Leone, because like I say, one way or the other, maybe when you get somebody it be say something a civil society activist, a possibility say that person can be compromised. Do you understand? So now that's the type for say somebody where it be say go be neutral, where not they now where basically sometimes we can take them outside of Sierra Leone. Like in the example,
coming back to that case,
yeah.
I'm not going to say we therefore need a private investigator for every case of Salone.
Okay, if you say that, sir. If you say that, Mr. King, if you say that, then Sierra Leone will say the same thing about this white paper. Why we been get an international lawyers them, we will get competent Sierra Leoneans then
because that is politically motivated. That is politically motivated. That is politics. That has to do with politics. This one of prison, these are internal affairs. They got to do only with the prison. And the facts are here. Number one, there was a prison riot. Number two, the prison officers as hostage. Number three, from the report, they get gang violence. They get gangsters that fight against the themselves.
So can we agree that? Can we agree? Can we agree that? Can we agree that? No, 1 second. Can we agree that the lives of Sierra Leoneans are more important than the lives of the one that where they thief money you can replace, but when them person that they don't die, you cannot replace them. So if you they say, you know, in terms of the lawyers then where we can go higher for bringing kind of country, it be necessary, but then in terms of young company Sierra Leone and their life, you know, feel say it necessary for now we get an independent body for now we go able to
Again, Khadija, I respect your question you asked. I respect every Sierra Leone. I am not a sadistic person. Okay. Let me get this straight.
Right.
There was a riot. In a riot, things happen. Let me not make a say now church, they go attack, they go burn church, they go kill people. And in this riot, these people, them burn down the hospital, they burn down the stores, they burn down property. This is always a peaceful riot.
Yes, I agree. Okay, so now making it okay, sir. Mr. Limbaman coming. Patience.
I don't know any points, but at the end of Papa, wait. Let Kamalo King give me 1 minute. Can make some correction. You see me? Me a victim of prison break. During the AFRC. I'm in the military from 1978 to 2000. If you check them, I do 22 years at the military.
Wow, salute for your service.
Now we don't take na Lunge, we don't take on a Pademba road. Me reach day, we are the last batch we reach day. We have in December 29, 1998. I take 8 days day. January 6, 1999. And that one day na history na Salone, that particular incident. You understand, eh? If you talk about short, say prison officer them in short. During that particular same day, and I be know how the country, but prison officer them in run away. I dey tell you, say, when them they count, 850 prison of them, innocent of them, we meet there. That one they not include 120 political prisoners them, where they include Victor Fo, IB Cargo them, you name them. You understand, eh? And before they reach the now, they will not kill them 24 soldiers them. They will not try them. Where they kill them, they spare 10. They kill them 14. You understand? Then we when they pull a Lunde, we've been able to been 4 days, and do that, trip day. They go and come, they pass. They're not, in fact, they're not really people them travel with the ferry. For 4 days, they load straight them, combatants them, they bring we can Pademba road. So now be with 3,080. Just imagine, the prison officer then walk, breaking, easy. You they breaking, but they break out. And just like other condemned prisoners they talk after the riot, now new padlock them, and then put her in the motion. New padlock. And then when they go visit Palo, na Pademba road, and we see the enterprise them, the way when them in jail Palo, them bring somebody tell you, and that about talk am, it's a Palo in cell be a different cell. Then put iron over them, wide them all sides. Now small air and other guys in the get inside. If you wait that talk and say you want to treat somebody like that. Look inside the all the way in the air they come. The man they inside 3 days. In the day almost days. Now they in the peace, now they in the toilet, now they do everything. You understand, eh? Okay, you talk about riot police. You talk about riot police. Would I have to see against the APC office? Not a riot police, eh? You know what members of parliament. Wait a minute, would I have those 10 members of APC members of parliament inside parliament, the wall of parliament? Not a riot police, eh?
One second, sir. 1 second. I will make that you come back in because I get forgive Mr. Where say and Mr. Do you have Mr. Limberman? Hold on, sir. Now bring come Mr. Piman. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will bring you come back, sir. Mr. Piman, I know say you want cancel desperately, so come in. Then I will bring Mr. Wire saying. Oh, sorry, sir. We need to hear you. Unmute, sir.
Okay. If this government and the government play responsible, like by now, Lima, we maybe they under investigation right now. They under investigation. We never talk about APC and otherwise SLPC, you understand? Because of all the evidence will come out, they no longer question APC personnel and the big. We don't see law right now. We will talk about Sierra Leoneans when they kill for nothing inside prison. When they kill for nothing without no justice. Then I really come along, you can't snap plastic because they are prisoners. Prisoners is not very respectful. When so you have become a prisoner, you are nobody. But they don't go closer you say for nothing because you don't have Pademba road. The potential closer you say for nothing without no excuse, you are a prisoner. You understand? When they talk about prison break now, now speaker whether one don't happen. Only say we get prison break now, that government never get in power. It happened in NPR today. It happened back again, Akaba, it goes back again. When some we get January 6th, the respondents take over. This now just a closer, whether I get a little closer, I don't know prisoners. Innocent prisoners. And you come away, the people, they are nobody. They don't like to kill them because of the dinner Pademba room. They don't get to come out. When they talk about private investigation, you say no. They never
right for to sound private investigation for some investigation for 48 innocent Carolinians without no harm. When I got things for nothing. When I closer than for nothing, because I'm closer and they say. But the right now, if this government the one see yes, Senator for them in prison right now. Luna for them in prison. They all they for suspended many days in 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 proper investigation because even if talk about APC or otherwise the this or whatever, many talk for this way talk about for the innocent people who die for nothing. You can't say they not go for they for just because of coronavirus, because of overcrowded, the prison, the presidential guard arresting people for nothing. We just clearly down the corner, down the road. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. This everybody will support this government protected to the right to kill them prison and away. And to always have those that are always comes around. Because we are not in the 80s right now. Technology is not people to play that thing. That prison just so camera all over that place. Let me show these cameras to the people. When the prisoner, they have vote. When the only prisoner are hostage. Now this is the fourth person you consider in prison, guide them as hostage. And then one day I have a report. Let's see the prison guy not come out and talk. This one is just like a disgrace, a political terrorist when they go out for hosting prisoner for nothing in an innovative government people. Look at the slip on the right now.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Where is it coming in, sir?
Thank you, Khadija. I think I go for left now. For the simple fact say this is not the right forum for make a day for discuss this particular issue. But I want to assure Sierra Leoneans say I don't care how much it take. Somebody go for answer for this crime will happen na Pademba prison. I don't know how long you go for take, but somebody go for answer for them. And we the world they ask for bring forth people that we don't commit crime or we don't perpetrate on crime nowadays. And then they bring all man. Now the one they be at the big responsibility and call them the greatest responsibility. One the way able for act, then and the way they refuse or fail for act. Now they know they bring them for come answer to them crime that the way they commit. And I like to see people like Charles Taylor, they behind bars. And I like to see people like Gulich, they behind bars. And I like to see people like Inga Normal. Let me hold them. Go to the fight and them and their own Inga Normal which in few man the way that they are commander on a different side them. She say that they hold. You understand? Where they shall go for who stand trial. So we get for the answer for them crime there. Maybe I don't tell them they will go for the talk. If I stay at this discussion, in fact, the more I stay for talk, the more they'll continue to sack people in Sierra Leone because any information where what can already talk, it lead me for divulge information where I believe say if I divulge them at this forum, the SFP will use them against people because they will know exactly which are they getting information. But I want to assure Sierra Leone and say this particular issue. By the grace of God, they never go unpunished. I also admonish when people that will die, their family them. Say someday somebody get for answer to them, picking them and brother them, where they kill that morning day, innocent one. I mentioned for you the Luanda guideline. No one person will participate and after we parliament. That's why we don't ratify the Luanda guideline. The Luanda guideline now a document where they give responsibility of them prisoner and give them safety to a government, to any government. So not left the International Criminal Court, no, even within the Africa, even within the African Charter of Human Rights, alone, their law that they don't do for hold them people a day accountable, for hold them to ransom for that crime what they commit. I want to remind you small, waiting make the whole Paulo the WEF. They say Paulo the WEF, and Paulo will send information to the WEF about the prison break. Take it today, they're not prefer any charges will link to what happened at Pademba. None. None. So I make a say I don't for continue for day and discussion because for putting the happen, it's sorrowful. You know, for we brother sit down and talk, say, no, not make let's say they not sin. I don't know that Pademba, come on, okay. I don't know that Pademba for 26 days. I don't tell you I make a day. But not to crime back commit. I don't know that Pademba for 26 days unlawfully arrest me, lock me up, blah 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 blah. So imagine if me day, Pademba then tell me, when this thing happen, I die. So you look at it, say this man are just, you know, a criminal. You know, for me, I make I say I don't think so we need for continuity. I need people I think I need for continuity for this discussion. Now
And I respect that.
and the one of people for do.
Wonderful. Well stated.
Yeah?
Thank you so much.
Very much for the invite.
Thank you as well. Thank you. Salone for All, Voice for All Network Television. Kindly identify yourself, please.
Yes, Alaji Umar. I'm calling from Philadelphia.
Yes, sir, Mr. Omar. Wonderful. Welcome, welcome. Long time. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Right in line, sir.
Yeah. So I did contribute any time for re-echo the previous speaker in relation to the prison break, because I think say that in a prison break from not from the prisoners but from whoever comes from the authorities of the government or the government. So for re-echo to what we say. Well, there are so many people away in Pademba with the not because they're guilty, but because maybe one or two reasons they go there. Meaning not to everybody within Pademba is a criminal. They someone due to certain circumstances. So that make always anybody within a prison, everybody tend for treat them nice because of them to criminals. So if they go there and something like this happen when a heinous crime. We just try for everybody knows it's not just a matter of time. No matter what they do, everybody do, justice will take place. Anybody like we involved by this year, for now, they will be free. But they for always in God for say justice just get for take place. There's no way will take place. And this is very clear because this now the system now new international norm. You know, just do something like that. It's so naked. What happened is completely very naked, and everybody see them. So the prison break, including any other crime where somebody they commit in Salone, just a matter of time they all go face justice. If somebody I know the day that's fine, but when you handle it, you go face justice at some point. It will take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, no matter what, but. Some of we and other people get for stand up for some of them they need for stop. The people are not taking their life so lightly because of power, because of anything. So me just try for Riako. I strongly believe, and so many other people strongly believe for say the impunity way people in they do because they get power, because they get gun, they use everything. You have to stop and then you see the justice at the end of the day. So today, I'm the first time for contributing at this radio program, and subsequently I will continue for see and follow how things will unfold. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, all right, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Kamalo, I know so you don't hear, so I'll give you the opportunity for come back in before I bring Mr. Limbaman. Thank you, and I thank you so much for the patience. Mr. Kamalo, come on in.
Yeah, I only say all the people at the top. Again, I repeat again, I am not a sadistic fellow. I don't wish bad on anybody. I don't wish for any person die. Yes, we sympathize with the one that will die. And we all understand, say, in a while things happen. Again, going further, let me come. Number one, the first thing I want to talk about, Limbaman, when they talk about issue of the Pademba Road prison, that you history when you don't get from 1940, and they don't let them for another day. You know, follow soldier, you want to away. You know, I want you at the military because you're not to you, don't know red from us. You are old. So that makes a difference to me than you know talk about. You have people follow soldier. So we not talk about you let down me. But coming back to this topic, I know some people have questions. I know some people want to know. And people they make like say, now some people are the worst government. What about the youth village where people are killed? What the case? I heard Mr. Wally say the answer, they go for people. Mr. Wally say, please, now we begin all the one that we don't go kill at the youth village, the APC fake youth village. When we come out here, let me go to Jala University, all the one that were APC killing their students, they want them demonstrate, what they kill. Let me go there. Now both cases, that's what he left. We are here talking about people who Pademba Road prison, who don't commit crime, who they did it, who they riot, the old prisoners, the old prison officers and hostage. We are talking like these people were in church, somebody went to the church and then just murder them. They used tear gas for trying to disperse them. They refused. Then be so violent. If you look at the talk, say, what basis are we arguing here? And that the reports here were in front of me where they explain all what happened. Okay, for argument's sake, let's say this report when I debunk and I say wrong. What is the evidence we will not get for present to we? We don't believe say we are correct. When I give you the name of people who die, when I give you all the information where they, it even becomes a private investigator. It get to work with the people who write this report. Because there's no magic if they know always happen. Because there's no way going to accept to go through the camera the same way these people went through them, put all this information. Me point where the tell for raising. I'm not glad people are killing people again. I'm not want to kill nobody. We are all Salonians. But in a riot, things happen. It happened in America, it happened, and the cases they have to make reference to. This coronavirus, it don't happen. 23 people kill Colombia. Then in Italy, they kill 6 people there. During this coronavirus, this same riot happened at prison. So, but Peru, they kill 9 people a day. Jordan, they kill 15 people. Venezuela, they kill 40 people. Manaus, Brazil, then bomb down the prisoners, their own prison officers hostage. Let me just make like this is isolation, it's not Salone might happen to use as political tool or use as for hammer SFPP. These were riots, and these people fought, they were all hostage, and then the prison officers not be able to fight them back. What did they do? They decided to use military force. The only outstanding person we get there was the presidential guard or the whoever they call the kind of the situation. For example, let us say, for argument, people they talk saying Palo the one kill. But Palo is in SFPP care. If they kill Palo a problem for SFPP, if they kill Palo a problem politically because the APC the threat SFPP, the Limbas the threat, the TB the threat, and every other supporter of APC will threat against this government. SFPP just kill me for kill Palo. Why should they kill Palo? If they want to kill Palo, Palo do not the hand. It did at the end. It didn't see how to do that. It did at the end. Not at the end for over a month now. It didn't anything how to do that. But we are here saying they want to keep Palo, they want to keep Palo, they want to keep Palo. Bro, but now we come together, bro. They're not different way to do things for Palo not for come on. But he's there going around. He said they take good care of my talker. But we are here just assuming that Palo they want to kill and they know that the place they will do this and do that. Why can't we just be truthful to research this is a riot? In a riot, things happen. This is a riot. So decided all inside the council. Now the police the presidential governor and the local prisoner. The one that all council riot after inside the prison. Now the presidential guy the local prisoner inside the prison.
Mr. Kamalo, whenever they hear you, sir, check your mute button. Yeah, there we go.
Yes, the presidential guards were not there when this started. It started, people started calling, people started raising alarm. We all the social media, we all say Pademba was considered open day. That was when the presidential guard went there. I don't know the presidential guard and just go inside the issue. There is no outstanding police. That is the recommendation number 1 here. They need a post. The police need a standby police waiting for a riot. You know this. Come on, let us say one thing. APC prison and inside that place. Then they go take into that Pademba and they block them. They block them totally. They say, start the 7 o'clock. Many of the family parties, they block the both sides of the Pademba road. They block the both sides. when that, how they call it, outside, was blocked with. No one to cover the gold after 7 o'clock. Then they changed the garden. Everything has different garden and they found it. Instead of particular facility. How come? They will get the prison. You know what kind of prison break? The only time they get prison break in a system of when they overflow.
Salone for All Voice for All Network Television. Kindly identify yourself, please. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome.
Hi again. From Germany.
Welcome, Mr. Lai.
And Kamalo King really na disgrace to Sierra Leoneans. I tell you for free, my brother. You not get one conscience, you not get one humanitarian feeling for the people. They take they say they're criminal them. You understand? I'm that huge they put to. Let me tell you today. Now, yeah, you ever see when they say prison break, any political leader involved inside? No. When they say prison break, now the prisoners itself, when they come for put them under control. Now police then they call. No state security, no state guard, not the way they call. We are not telling like so we don't know what they talk. You understand it? This let me think when we see Alonian brothers in they did and they massacre. No, don't forget about APC, SLPP. You understand it? Don't talk about the lives that we don't go, the innocent life. Not to everybody we are not a criminal. Besides self, when they ocular put and say they're not criminal them. You understand? Their life not worth it. Some man my reason make it yonder. Their life not worth it, but they go kill it like that one day. Come on, man. Not be the talk something. No, they get a feeling for this country. I make Salone. When we they talk the truth, we they cite the government of the day. And I make this country up to today in the PM because they own them responsible. Yes, now act that. Be careful they own the government them responsible. Yes, this no and the evidence is clear. It's totally clear. Everything is there. Therefore try let the people and get justice. They hold a president. This thing happened. A president come out, he can't give a speech. He never mention, he never send a condolence to them people and they. Even a hypocrite self, you go to him. But no, that not ever happen. None of the first president of the whole world, when we don't see how the prison break, what things they happen when president not able to send a condolence. First time. You understand? So what they talk something, you understand? Let me they get the feelings of we all Sierra Leone, brother and sister. Let me see myself as Sierra Leone, and let me not see myself as APC, SLPP. No, this country can never grow. If one of this country grow, you understand them? Then we the leader the world they give work because now the citizens and they get a work. You understand who they give work? Now they get for the all them accountable. Say yes, when you do wrong, you get for all the responsibility. You get for take the responsibility. But when this thing happen, now what you see, let me not to make they put them back. Then not to make them put them back. We let them so because the thing the evidence is clear. Let me the civil self as Sierra Leonean, please. Now this is my own contribution for you, Kamalo King.
Yeah, thank you
very much.
Thank you, Mr. Leah. Thank you once again. Yeah. Okay. So I know say we now give chance to Mr. Unique Limberman. Thank you very much, sir, for your patience. Come on in, sir. Before we bring Mr. Kamalo. Mr. Yeah, welcome again, sir.
Yes, Kamalo King.
Yes, sir.
You may talk about okay. Yeah, you already tell me that Facebook streaming are also different. Right now, I'm not seeing ex-military colleagues in the watch. I was honorably discharged. Check again for record. I am SLA 1816305 retired Sergeant Kaba Kamara. I served at the military. The first mother they go school. I don't know who start you been there. 1970. How old are you? Okay, no answer. You are not living in a public. You understand, eh? So that for checking our record, let me one here. And we are the member of ex-servicemen association overseas. When we pass 300, we always did not serve the army. maybe overseas, Australia, Column, Mina a member, and Mina the fourth organizing secretary for that organization. Okay. Now you dey talk about camera. You know, say mother bill is allergic to CCTV. Follow in case something for go no side. Now ordinary phone, 913 na Minneapolis, Minnesota. The video where them put, where police put in and somebody into. Now they change the one who also did it. They say Paulo go with gun at State House. No,
Sorry, sir,
because
for
of
the
presidential
interruption.
secrecy,
Yeah,
they not do that. Okay, now Pademba Road. I know say them equip that template and they will keep put in. They say no. They will just show. It's easy for them to show. You understand? Eh? No prison officer that bobo he talk am that condemn prisoner. He said that he always open at 7 o'clock. Say after 7 that day they not open. Nobody not broke the month. He tell them, he say na go look. Now people that will come break in. Now they can broke and see. You know what? Nobody let now soul them go. Parliament inside trouble. So the parliament maybe they talk to nobody. From Pademba go the right away. You know how much this file take, you know what? You know what kind of way they punish that man for killer? But who that God bless? No human being know the church am. Mother is allergic to killing. If you don't do one as a military officer, overnight the whole 29 man them I was
Network Television. Kindly identify yourself.
Scorpion.
Yeah, so
yeah. So anything when I bring order.
1 second.
Now that's it for see.
Yes, sir. 1 second. We get a call. Salone for All, Voice for All, Network Television. Kindly identify yourself, please.
Okay, me Ambassador Felix Kuroma.
Oh, welcome, Mr. Ambassador.
Yes, well, thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead. Introduce yourself and then go ahead and contribute.
Okay, me Ambassador Felix Kuroma.
Welcome, Ambassador Felix Kuroma from the former administration.
Yes,
the United Nations. Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
Of course,
thank you for joining us today.
I want to start for thank you for the program where you try for bring up.
Yeah, welcome, sir. Welcome.
And I feel a very, very good program. I don't follow up, so I decided for contribute because I want to make some few clarifications.
Thank you.
Of course, me when you talk, I'm a lawyer. I practice in lawyer at Salone where I don't practice for 9 years now. So I go for no small but Salone judicial system to the correctional center where na the prison where they talk about. I want to analyze two things based on the topic. To start with, when you say prison break, it impliedly means say like the prisoners one for common the one for forced their way out. When you say prison massacre, it means like harmless people will not get any potential threats. You know, they intend for be destroyed, their life intend for be destroyed by people that will get greater and mighty powers. Me when they talk to you, so I'm a specialist on national security, and I also know it's in our laws and policy. Of course, I'm maybe they represent Salone at the ICC.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, also they represent Salone on all international legal issues. So I know exactly what's in the go on in terms of laws and human rights and all that stuff in there. Me want advise the SLPP may not downplay what happened at that particular place there. You know, if I be a lessons learned, if at all most of the leadership then they want for getting safety even after power. You know, because as a national security person, no evidence not show say the prisoners they may get gone. No evidence not ever show say one particular prisoner may all gone may don't become available to one. And when you take any other weapon with them we don't get, you put her in proportion to gun. You know, say gun outweigh that weapon the way them don't get. Which I mean, if you want to justify, say we kill them because them one, they put one of the speakers say them we don't hold people in captive or prisoners. It's unfortunate because I realized that the person didn't overseer and know what it means when even when people are working harm in the old gun, how the FBI can negotiate with them when it comes to national security issues. The FBI then gets every weapon for destroy that building there and bring account on who side somebody don't already old gun and hold people in prisoner. But yet they get negotiators. And that was exactly what SAP people don't do. Are they talking as a national security person? One, they for not surround the building. They for not surround the building. Where the prisoner no say none of them are able to escape from the point where they don't dare. That is inside the Pademba. No one will escape. And all my we don't surround the building, they're well harmed to a point that if you see the attempt for escape, you'll be killed. When they don't get a mental understanding, you send negotiators the inside for making a reason with them. That is how a government will really respect lives of everybody, single person, go operate. Because even in international scenes, that makes those who bear the greatest responsibility. Because when you look at people already in charge of command, who they give order. That is to say, you will get power to give order for no see this order where they give, it will harm somebody or it will be dangerous to somebody. So that when they test the proportion, is the person action, the proportionate to anything we make in life for good, because inside international standard, the first right where every mortal man gets, now the right to life. We say I get freedom, I get right to this, where they live. Now I make you go talk about that right. If you don't die, you don't get no rights again. So that make them care about right to life past all other things. Because they don't say now when you beat, now you go say I may write this for passes moscow, I may write this for talk this, or I may write for get this, I may write for get this. So what you feel say happen yonder, it's a massacre. Harmless civilians where we feel say no get anything for do, but I mean in terms of destroying other people in life. At the end of the day, these are the people them where they end up for say then destroy. If they commit acts of crime, it's not justifiable for make the crime where the government commit for kill them that kind of way. They're going to somebody they say, we get stages where you call different sectors them. Even in America, if you check, I go see the FBI gets side within the enter. You get side with the police they enter. What I mean enter in other words, that is crime scene, the police will do the first stay until the crime reaches certain level. Then they tell the police will not come on. Now we in charge now. We do national security to understand that one day. But if Salone no get security law, so okay, understand. So you not get right for call a state guard until the thing don't reach certain level. You say you don't pass this state. For example, first now the police, prison officers. When it done, it call the OSDs, one of the operational wing of the police. When the OSD they don't know bull, and that time they remember say I call the military. So if speaking how they talk, if you understand the essence of security, it not go talk for now. It will be mindful what you say because they endanger the lives of even the one them we only don't take the decision, they make it worse for them. You know, we get to understand one thing. No matter what happen in other country, it not justify what happen as alone. People not going to give legitimacy to illegalities. I'm talking as a lawyer. You cannot give legalities to legitimacy to illegality. Okay, you don't have to hand that APC don't kill one person, APC don't kill them. You don't do those things. A reasonable man, sometimes that speaker don't come out of the program. Because even me when they talk, if I be daily, I need this to do again. Not make sense. Because we get to move the country forward. When they move backward, or we hold on to a standstill, if we campaign on the grounds of change, we get to move forward. If no one talk ourselves publicly, we understand. Talk them to your leaders them, and equally not talk them publicly. Say then do good. Get matured way for talk them. We go make all we understand. We no say no more answer that question. They no more create problem. So I'm not going to talk too much on the program. But we listen and feel say we get for able to know how they carry out to messages them. Because tomorrow you self get for the in the position you go and grow. You know, see, now we don't watch, so don't stop the discussion, we don't know that in the watch. Then they begin to say, look, this might not get moral. And any leader will compromise the moral in this advanced world, who we did so, you then they accept you as leader. So tomorrow you go fight for position, you don't know why they not give you, because somebody don't listen, you don't see, say, you know, there's morals. So then make for guide yourself, which you say public, and understand, say, certain principles in the world for follow in life. Don't compromise morality. Say, okay, them break this over and I had them break out and kill this. APC kill one, we say will kill it. You don't do those things. They are wrong. I'll stop it.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ambassador. We appreciate you so much, and we get the opportunity now for look on the legal aspect of things. Thank you again. We appreciate your time. Salone for All, Voice for All, Network Television. Kindly identify yourself, please.
Yeah, good evening. This is Zainab Mansari from Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome,
from Canada.
Welcome, madam. Welcome. Glad to hear from you.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome.
So, yeah, I just came in and I just came from work anyway. And I don't know the topic. I just see some comments the way they send.
Okay.
Because sometimes when I can want to talk and especially when they do discussion, if you know the topic, discussion, then from there you get.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
and
so basically,
yeah, I just want if you can give me a little bit brief, then
yes,
I can come in because there is lot of comments, comments of racist India, comments of grievances there. I just want to give me your own fact of what, but I want to know the topic of today.
Yeah, so basically, we did talk about the Pademba Road saga, where some they call us in a Pademba Road massacre, some they call us in a Pademba Road how you call them breakthrough from with the prison break. And so basically we left an open for say what's in a your take. Basically we get a debate wherein we just get we former ambassador to the United States where it happened for be a lawyer. So it basically they give we into on the legality of what happened, and we also been a kind of like debate as to is this really a prison break or really was a massacre. So we were gearing with all the gear towards the same direction, meaning that we look and say the prisoner then be harmless. And unfortunately, the decision where the guard then take was it cost many lives at the end of the day. So basically, we were kind of like and then also there was a lot of conflicting statement from the report from the initial where it says first it was 12, then this number, then we come now to 31, then we still Sierra Leonean is still they insist say it was more than 31 people then life were lost that day. So that then there will be the talk before you come in. So come in, madam.
Yeah, thank you so much. I get down there. As your sister, they cry. They cry like me now every day. They go out, meet people then, talk to people then. But when you think about your country, because I'm so proud to be born and raised in Sierra Leone. As I always say, the whole Canada, they know me for that. I apply for job, I apply one, like we did do discussions then. So let me give this man here, so he's a member of ICC. Yeah, myself a member of ICC and even a United Nations on Advocate for Sustainability. My dear, I've been discussed that one time, saying, I turn myself like a great talker. I'm a great talkative, like saying I'm one green in the class. Or the problem of this issue for Salone, even last year, they called me for do a presentation where the Canadian International Council we want to do a presentation where we invite the former Inspector General when Al Sheikh Kamara, I have been the Assistant Inspector General of Police. But for some reason, because they are the one who trained them, Salone, as they say, nobody, even including you sit on there right now, we dey try follow we get so information from different people. But we are really trapped. We really trapped in tribal war. We trapped in conflict of grievances. Always they talk about that and revenge. And if we not stop that, now self they see say the country they expose in a sense that most of we can now we dey try for come out for know the kind of country where we come from and the other countries where we dey meet dey mingle. We problem of Sierra Leone, we always dey mingle within others, or within ourselves. We know they go out. For now we know waiting that they go on. For now we try for now can educate people. Mother Bio, starting from the beginning, if we educate, where they mingle with political affairs with people, then we get that mandate there, we get that strongness there. Mother Bio before don't impeach a long time ago. That massacre and a deliberate act. Why finding for somebody and some of it make a lot of people that we stop because they can't pull the pension money now like we every day with the work. People they look say but any country where get political hostage, not a country where they develop. Any country where get a tribe fight, that country they know they develop. Any country where get grievances, where they revenge, say when you do me this, I will do you that. Sierra Leone is the worst for right now with the all over the world. I'm not picking this up. Let me. So now massacre and deliberately, and we are advocating here for the vocal, the poor people and the vulnerable people. Why they do that? As I always they say, gone, no gay. Like who they talk so with Corona Naya. We they talk say listen. We they say Corona, racist. I say virus don't know about racist. It can attack to anyone. But Mother built a big blunder since the day he entered into that office. To start with, we the Sierra Leonean, we self-help, we are the taxpayer. Now we first get the blunder of that mandate for even allow self for stand as a presidency. Because it's like the time where that mandate during the war, it caused atrocity. Some of it affects we. What will get for give testimony? Right? Okay, then they done. That man they take whatever it takes, he go. Instead of even he won't give us in business money, at least when they do business. If in the process when they go by, they gain from it. He lose the money, he go. When he go, he come back, that country they won. We need for now we sensitize people. They say one, before you be a leader of a community or a country, one, therefore know your medical record. Two, therefore know your background of your what you don't achieve. Three, therefore know your criminal record. Check. And once you pull money, once we deny now they the problem. Now that make them very quiet and they know what they can do. Because matter be all the one that they dance job boy they going now they go fend investors the way don't come inside. Look the worst thing you do, you go married. Now country money they exploit. My dear sister, if I deal with different group with different countries. If the money when they tell you, if you are full for you, because me I always as I tell you, any time when the program they then call me, they say talk. Or I always they raise me hand up. I talk. Pass someone that they know they talk sector I know. Pass someone that they send me the information. The money we don't pour na Salone. We Salone not be for bill like I did so. But every day all man they cry. Like them people the way they go put so. Like me, so right now, I get that certificate thing. I get right for go investigate how it happened. Why people then they go on stage? Why people then for do this? Well, you know why? Because at the end of the day, they end up like how Paulo end up so.
Thank you so much.
So we get so much. The country himself, now we try to reach to this man here, he did destroy that country. He really did destroy the country. Investors and they can, we said the way they come out for lobby, we know they get no credit. Because the first thing, why we allow that mandate, for he go be as a president of that country. And they move from one place to another. All that money, when they go, they say, sometimes they call me and I say, oh, the president don't fry, you know well. Oh, the president don't die, you. They money, then they earn exploitation. Because as soon as he talk, they dumping at Pademba Road.
Thank you so
much. And then people, and they always they don't kill so. They get family. Their family, they take care of them. You know, now we put this here so direct. Don't forget about relationship. You papa, your mama said, if you see say there is no bring development in the country. Now we tell them the truth. We need to impeach that mandate. It not fit. When the one when they around her, look what you do.
Yes.
Like when
Thank
the
you
one
so
man
much.
was talking, so you not even give the time of saying, with sympathy, with regret. He do and deliberately.
Thank you so much, madam. If you get for call back, you can call back here and I'll bring the panelists there.
Exactly.
I appreciate
Thank you.
you so much.
Let anybody counter argue what you would talk.
Yes.
I will listen. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, madam. Yeah, and I thank you for the patience. Mr. Uniquely, man, I know say been there on, sir. Come on in, sir. Thank you for your patience.
I think just want to tell Daniel Molosi, Kamalu King, not just that I cover shame and they try for now. They try for defend the government we ask for defend because every day you know what happened today with Samsumana Nakono was attacked by SLPP talks. The guy will go take the stabbing for him. He got 11 stitches. What was another area that? But tomorrow they put on our Facebook, oh, we go kill them. And you know one way they talk, they will right for follow. Then they will not kill them. They will already. The international community, they safeguard the right of life. They don't do the investigation. They want look if SLPP government honest. Let us wait. I mean, they say all you. Let us. That's what they pass through. I mean, tell you Papa. They don't give out 42 pin codes. If you see they don't give pin codes, that means that the relatives them of the one them wouldn't kill. 42 of them, they don't give them PIN codes. When anything ICC wants them, then they fly them. You understand, eh? Nobody knows what are the first in the accident? That's why everybody talk when the accident go to Pademba Road. If you die, who die for call? Anytime you go to Pademba Road, where they take you inventory them, they must ask you that question there. So the SLPP not tell we see they not get the number of people waiting there, and they don't talk and say try we for occupy 340 inmates them, then get 1,000 almost 100 inmates them. They know all now we did it. You understand? Eh? They know all now we did it. Left for defend SLPP. Now patrol for defend. Even MYK Bewa, Mike, now Pampa, but inside SLPP for short, he must talk them, he must blast them. Major Boka Itamabaya, inside SLPP fall short, he must blast them. Masakoi, na California, inside SLPP fall short, but you all tell me more. Let's know.
So,
But Kapu sense, no Kapu word.
so that make
Yeah, Khadija.
yes, sir. Now,
You go log out now,
yes, we can log out very soon, shortly. Now, making a response to you there with a give a closing remarks. Come on in, Mr. Kamalo.
Yeah, one thing make up say conclusively to this program is I want to respond to a few callers. Number one, I want the ambassador we make a we just talk, let no say if you don't do there all this while during the 11 years where APC destroyed this country. If you don't do there where APC they go kill people for youth village, where youth village not be ever day, one block they not put there. They don't take billions of dollars for that youth village. They not fix that. This same APC where they talk, they won't kill people for that day because people say no. You know, they say that they can make youth village and not make up. They won't kill people for that day. They all go like where APC go kill people in Ajala University. Innocent students they demonstrate, they kill them, they both case. When we talk, they say both case. We don't know when they're going to SLPP party office, they go kill people in there. They go rape women, they destroy them, bomb places. We all get there. They do all things they do. We there with the journalism, the force journalism, by force, let them talk say. We there with the force journalism.
Yeah, hold on 1 second, caller. No, go ahead. Finish them. Another person call.
They are when all journalists then the first time for break the bar, including Tambayaro, when they lock them up. We know what the APC do. Let them for the play innocent like say then I sense them. This Pademba issue, we one question what they have asked people. We let me try to think about this. When they say they go for go kill people in the prison, and when they confuse me, now part of them go for go kill, or now they go for go kill the inmates them. Because one person goes say they go for go kill the people willfully, the other person goes now part of them want for kill. We don't understand now. Because now part of them go for go kill, they go kill Palo. Okay, so the inmates they go for go kill, they go kill the inmates them. But when they confuse people with the same lies, the same. Now riots they happen. The American how they are talking also. Kansas City. On the 4th, the riots happen there. It happened in Monroe, Washington. The riots happen there, they go destroy people in there.
So the question is, does it make it right? Is it okay that because it happened at them place there, so it's okay for them happen at we continue? Okay, caller, welcome. Kindly identify yourself, please.
I check some going again. I want statement I want make because I want left the program.
Yes.
Let Mr. Kamalo assess himself, not to by the panelists them, we the outside callers them. If you want make case or you want know if they get right, let assess from the calls that will come until you will get advice for the SLPP. Now that's me one tell no more. Thank you for the program.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. So having said that, I think so we call it a wrap now because we don't exhaust the almost 3 hours, and we will get a follow up on that. I don't know. Is that okay with Tina for now? Yeah. No, we'll call it. I believe Sina will don't try. Having said that, Sierra Leoneans, now we continue for remember waiting bind we together. Now we try for call things by their name. Waiting they divide away. When we say, I can always say, when we say new direction, it means that we have learned from any mistakes prior to we coming in, and when we come in, we give that assurance and that how you call them assurance to Sierra Leoneans for say we are the new direction. We're going to do things differently. Whatever mistake has been made from their perspective will be taken care of. Where in Sierra Leoneans then will be satisfied. Mean that you're not going to make that so repeat any mistake we believe say your opponents or the main opposition don't make. Having said that, now we remember always putting bind we together, and now we value we lives them. Everyone, as is set forth in the Constitution, you are welcome to belong to any political party or even make your own political party. But every Sierra Leonean have the right to live. Every Sierra Leonean have the right to belong. Every Sierra Leonean have the right to associate. And we hope and pray that this not will ever repeat itself in the history of Sierra Leone. Having said that, anybody who will offend today by speaking the truth, I can always say, "Now forgive we not we intention that now for now we come here." So we call things by their name in a hope for now we find a common ground, and that common ground is solution we go better with country. Until next time, this is Salone for All, Voice for All Network Television. I am your host, Khadija Tejan Nabie. May God bless we all, and God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone, and of course the United States of America. Bye. Thank you. 1 second, guys. Let's see.